torch me.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I wake up every minute with a fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Till until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
Good morning, hippies. Hello. Happy Saturday morning. Hey, Big Tim.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Nothing much. Just jumping up. Saw the thumbnail. Figured why not?
I'm a little bit out of the loop. I think I heard something about Betty doxed somebody in that video she made.
I don't know if she doxed. I know that she basically accused the Glarer of being the person that contacted the relative of I think the missing person. Not sure. And the missing person, and basically, it wasn't the Glarer. It was someone else on Morbid's. I think you were there. Morbid's Morbid show said that they were
that
ones.
guy that went up there.
Yeah. So I mean, and it's kind of like part and parcel of what she does. Like if she sees someone's kind of like trending and getting some bad press, why not shit on them some more? You know, hope for more height watchers and shit like that. That's what I thought. So I mean, like just accusing random, like saying this Mickey guy is the Glarer. I was like, no. I mean, the one thing I will say is the Glarer said "fuck you" to an audience of people. I'm pretty sure he's upfront.
I mean, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's pretty upfront if he's gonna do some shit. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I think he, when it comes to like, if he contacted that person, he would have probably live streamed it and said it. So, I 100% believe that the other guy did it, wrongfully. I don't think you should do that, but that's just my opinion. I think Bill Hornbetti owes the Glarer an apology.
I think Bullhorn Betty, I mean, okay, we can understand why she jumped to that conclusion because he had just did a live about her. But
Welcome to
I mean, come on, man. You got to look into things. And I think I'm gonna put out
Wait a minute. You're talking about a true crime channel has to look into things?
I think I'm gonna put out a clip video today showing that guy what he do. He confessed it was him. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put out a video on that. But okay, so here's my because Dolly also went live and spread this information.
Because he's a simp. He's just simping for a certain Bullhorn. That's just my opinion. Oh, by the way, all opinions of the panel guests are the opinions of the panel guests and do not reflect the actual panel owner. So just in case someone tries to go out Jones, and because I said Dolly's simping, does that mean she holds the same opinion as me? So I'm just saying that. So, and I say a lot of things that people do not like about me.
Well, then get over it. But I just think, I was like, what? So they're just spreading this this misinformation. Now look, that's the problem to me. Her being in Tennessee isn't that big of a problem to me. She doesn't seem like she's harassing anybody. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I didn't make a. I don't think there's an issue with it. I mean, I mean, we all know why she's down there, but the thing is that just because I know someone's down there, trying to, basically make money by running around, doesn't mean what they're doing might not be helpful in some way. I think the issue. I think I heard issues where she's trying to contact people or potential like witnesses or something like that. I don't know if that's for that. I kind of mixed because she jumps on like 3 different cases. I'm not sure if it's that case or some other case she's asking. So, but if she's just handing out flyers and just driving down the road, I'm not gonna fucking bother the lady. I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, at least you're not being destructive. It might not be productive, but it's not destructive. So you keep on handing out flyers and driving down roads and filming it. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like Dolly when he drove down that road. It's like we all laugh. It's like, I'm searching for this person. Drives down a road. It's like, yeah, I'm sure no one has ever drove down that road before. And
I don't know. I feel like we got to be careful not to get tunnel vision on these people, because if she ain't out there harassing or accusing people, let her be.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. And if you just keep on going at someone to like for everything, you kind of turn them into a victim. And then once you turn them into a victim, it kind of people just kind of turn on you. They'd be like, listen, you're kind of going after this person. But yeah, if it's not destructive, just let her do her thing.
Give Queen Bella a recap on the Glarer and Betty thing, because she's lost.
Simple terms, some random person named Mickey contacted one of the family relatives about how Bullhorn Betty's kind of the shitty person, like does these kind of shitty things in the past and all that stuff. The text messages are shown on Bullhorn Betty's channel in a video. And then Dolly and Bullhorn Betty accused the Glarer of doing it. It turns out it wasn't the Glarer. It was just some random guy. I'm not going to say the guy's name, but you can watch it on Morbid. The guy says, yeah, I was the one that did it. It wasn't the Glarer. And basically, they just falsely accused the Glarer of contacting the family with no evidence, with nothing, just because, Bullhorn Betty's mad that the Glarer is making videos about her, basically. That's what I took from it.
There you go. There's a recap.
And Dolly's simping, like always, not realizing that the woman has backstabbed him twice so far. First time for naming him in the caption so he'd be a witness. The second time asking Queen Bee to sue him. So, I mean, basically saying, oh, well, you should sue Dolly too because he said the same thing on my channel. It's like, no, ma'am, he was on your channel and you invited him on your channel. And I don't even know if you can add Dolly to the lawsuit in Illinois. I don't know if that's even possible, but maybe a lawyer will educate me on that one. But whatever.
Did you see Jenny's comment? She said her flyers ask people to give her tips, though, to bypass LE.
Yeah, that's a problem.
You got a copy of her flyer, Jenny? I would love to see it.
If she does have that, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah.
just like if I was thinking that she would just be like a logical person that would just be like contact so and so for tips and puts because it's very like I don't know how they mess up something so simple where it's like you just simply just have the contact number and the face of the person, you put it up and that's it. But if she really did just contact her, holy fuck.
I know. And Remy, she did supposedly find this campsite, right? That she thinks is Layla's. But from what I understand, she contacted the authorities. She didn't touch anything. She didn't take anything into them. From what I understand.
Yeah. But I mean, like I think I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of other things that go at her for. I mean, if she really has a number, just contact her. That's a problem. You shouldn't do that. But if she's just handing out flyers and just walking around roads and saying she's searching for someone, whatever. I mean,
Kate said, I want to know who it was that Mickey was messaging because it wasn't the mother, as Betty claims.
oh, it wasn't the mother. Well, shocker, she lied. Oh my God. She's never lied. It's not like she's lied on actual court documents and anything like that. I'm sure that's never happened. But whatever.
It's just interesting. Like, I don't know. That's a broad statement to be blaming this dude that didn't do it, obviously.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's been kind of crazy. I was trying to chill last night and I had that issue with the other things with that individual. But
With the what?
it was a members only that Nicolina person jumped up and tried to start shit. I'm like, oh.
Oh no!
Gotta watch it. The lady just because I'm you know
On
how
Queens?
yeah on Queens on the membership.
She came up there drunk as a skunk, didn't she?
I don't know if she was drunk or on shrooms. She said she had shrooms. That's what she said. But I don't know if she was joking. But she jumps up and she's accusing me of being on panels talking about her. I'm like, ma'am, I haven't been on a panel talking about you in like what 4 or 5 months. I mean, I don't even.
I never hear you say anything about Nicolina.
I never. I just made my position very clear. I don't like you. It's like
I don't fuck with you, ho. Him don't fuck with you.
It's like there's no point of making an exposed video about you because it's just like your shit's out there. It's like, okay, well, what's the point? Everyone else making that. I'm like, whatever. Oh, she done them live. Holy fuck. What's with people and drugs and doing them online? Like, I mean, I can understand marijuana because it's not going to like impede your decision making by much. It just makes you a little more chill and you're just kind of laughing a lot. But like shrooms and alcohol, bad combination for life.
Oh my God. We were going to do a drinking game live last weekend, but Morbid stayed live for really late. So I was like, no, screw this.
She was accusing me as well, True Texan, because I came in there and I'm trying to tell her, like, ma'am, didn't you come here like 4 months ago when Constance and you said you didn't like when people brought the drama from Constance and you were mad about not being able to go to places without being like hounded by Constance? And she got mad at me because I said that, because I said to her, like, listen, my positions is it's Queen Bee's channel. If you come on the channel and you stick to the subject, I'm not going to start bringing up other shit that's not related to the subject. So I'm just kind of chill that way. But she wants to bring drama for some fucking reason. I don't know.
Well, she says, we're the drama community. Okay, nobody gives a fuck. So stay over in the drama community.
Yeah.
Why do you keep coming over?
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, like, there's plenty of people exposing her and talks about her. I don't want to really talk about her because it's like, I don't really want to mix with you. I don't really want to interact with you. I don't. I kind of just like, just like when someone sees like a crazy person walking down New York City, cursing and yelling at people and calling people names. I kind of
avoid them.
I'm kind of doing away, like maybe cross the street, maybe walk around them really far distance while I keeping an eye on them, and then shutting off the sound of my headphones, just making sure the guy doesn't rush me. And that's pretty much what I do. I just don't really. There's enough people talking about you, and I don't really talk about that. And I don't like you. I'm honest about that. Just pretty much. But yeah, especially with that traders person, I'm like, oh.
We're talking about Sassy,
Um,
we're talking about Nicolina and traders. I feel like they should be helping her, um, instead of encouraging her. Do you know what I mean? It seems like she's not that well, and they're just pumping her up to keep
I
doing
don't know
foul
much
shit.
about her. I mean, like it could be. I don't know about her mental, but I'm just kind of like whatever. I mean, like she says terrible things. Okay, well, and whatever.
We got a super chat. Thank you, Gone Girl. Let's watch George twerk
Yeah.
that ass.
But how did she find out about the text? Could it be a stage? She showed the text on her thing. I don't know how she found out about it, but she made false accusations, BHP. I think she owes the Glare an apology, to be honest with you. And Dolly does too.
I think so too, and it'll never happen. Let
I
me play
know.
this George shaking his ass real quick.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's the cutest little chicken butt I've ever seen. Thank you, Gone Girl.
I tried to go to Team Rose for a happy chat, got attacked and bullied, and said that I was a liar and that I was in all the hate channels, still bashing Dolly. Listen, that's the thing I get a little annoyed with. And I used to think like this a while ago when it came to like people visiting other chats. I says, why you sub to these people? And it was very ignorant of me back then. But it's like anyone that tries to guilt you on like where you go to watch is just being kind of an asshole. It's like just go where you want to watch. I mean, I just don't give a fuck. I don't care if you all watch Nickelodeon, to be honest with you, or you watch Dolly. You just watch what you want to watch. I'm not going to guilt you. Just how it is. I don't know you. I don't think Joneson thinks she owns you. You can go where you want. And once people start guilting you, it's time to skedaddle from them if they act like that because it's changed from being a show to a cult. So, just my thought process. What do you think of that?
I don't. My kid's talking to me at the same time. B Tim, hold on.
Oh, okay. I'll repeat if you need me to repeat what I said when you're ready. As Joneson's is talking to her chickens.
Yeah, no. He's telling me about their avocado tree. Him and my mom have been growing one, and he said it's
Nice.
pretty big now.
Don't they get
No,
like a
what
lot
did
of
you say, B
insects?
Tim?
Pretty much like Truth Sayer is saying that she went on Team Rose's chat, and basically they kind of let me read her exact comment chat and got attacked and bullied and said that I was a liar, that I was all in the hate channels and still bashing Dolly. And I was explaining that basically I used to hold that opinion of like holding, people being against people for being in chats of content creators I didn't like, and that was a very ignorant position. And now I'm more on the lines of just let people go where they want to watch their stuff. And I just basically said if people demand you to not go into those chats and not watch them and guilt you for it, then that basically becomes not a channel you're watching, but a cult that they don't want you to see. They don't want you to leave their cult. Basically,
Well, have y'all seen Tanya's video that she posted? It was an old video of Dolly's where he's talking about how he wishes he could have a cult of women.
yes, I see that I've seen that one. It's kind of
Just saying, nothing rings more true.
yeah. I mean, I that's what it's like. I see people. I like jump on panels of people I've kind of had disagreements with, but I'm just like whatever. I don't give a fuck. You do you. I mean, like it is what it is.
And not to mention, like, Truth Seeker gets a lot of hell, but she's never really over on anybody's channel trashing anybody else. So they just don't want her going anywhere other than Dolly, and that's just not okay.
Yeah, I mean,
That's weird.
yeah, and what you're doing is also you're kind of like killing your channel a little bit when you do shit like that. Yeah,
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I think like when you do shit like that, you're killing your channel because eventually people are going to watch the hate channels and they're going to be afraid to say anything, and eventually you're just going to have eventually people just going to start leaving it.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you don't think Dolly followers secretly watch Queen Bee in the bushes when they're talking about Dolly,
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm just saying, it just happens. I mean, I do the same thing. I do the same thing. For instance, I was watching Laura's live when she was talking about Bullhorn Betty. I was in the bushes. Basically.
Oh, I heard she was going off on Bullhorn Betty.
Twice. She was defending
Why?
the second time she was defending the glare, stating that it's, you know, how do you know this is the person? You know, this is obviously a troll. And the first time she's saying, Bullhorn Betty, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, I thought you actually you knew what you were talking about, and you don't. And this is a normal letter a lawyer will send to you, and you're really fucking up because, you know, you're just basically, you should have just hashed this out and tried to settle this before you went all this way. Basically, she's saying, like, why did you not contact Queen Bee and just say, hey, stop talking about me, and you drop your lawsuit, I drop mine. That's what she was saying.
So that's what I'm so confused. I get like whiplash from Laura because
I think Laura admits that she was wrong about the lawsuit.
Oh, okay.
That she was basically wrong. She thought Bullhorn Betty knew what she was doing, and then after reading the recent filings from Bullhorn Betty, she realized she's a fucking idiot. And she's realized, oh fuck, she's an idiot. And also, she said something about talking to Marissa about Bullhorn Betty, and stating that, you know, she's trying to, you know, when she was talking to Molly, she was trying to convince like Molly to talk to Bhb about what the hell are you doing, basically.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And you know, maybe there's some sort of disagreement in the background going on where like Molly's trying to, you know, saying like, hey, Bullhorn Betty, you know, like, maybe you shouldn't do this because this person has almost $13,000 or so in money to sue you, to countersue you, and also has a lawyer, and also has an entire community against you, and also has, you know, and your filings are making your case worse and worse. Maybe you should have settled this a while ago. I don't know.
Do you think that it's possible that that's why MGL and Dolly were like, oh my God, we're going to sue her too? Do you think it's because they see how shitty Betty's lawsuit is and they know it's not going to go anywhere?
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I mean, like, I think, I think so. But I think like that's why you stopped hearing them talking, because when they started seeing her filings, and they realized, oh fuck, this is really bad, because she's making her case worse and worse. I'm not going to go into details, but she's making her case worse and worse. It's like every single filing is worse. I mean,
I know I bought the documents and I posted them, but I haven't actually read them yet.
One of her defenses is that she wants Dolly to be named in the lawsuit, to be sued, and Molly and JLR.
What?
Yes, she's saying that all the parties, because all the parties weren't named properly for the countersuit, so it should be dismissed based on that. Now that doesn't make sense because you can't force people to sue other people and whatnot, like in that situation. But she's throwing Dolly under the fucking bus. So not only does she want to use Dolly as a witness, but also in her claims, but she also wants him to be sued.
What the fuck? See, I haven't read it. So
because remember when she invited Dolly to her panel and they were talking about how Queen so cracked to kids? That's basically what she's claiming, that because Dolly was on that panel, he should be sued too. So she's trying to get him sued. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, why are you simping for this person who's trying to drag you into a lawsuit in another state and trying to fuck with your life? I mean, I don't get it.
I know, and he says he wants people to stop grouping him and Betty together. Well, tell Betty that she's grouping y'all together.
Yeah, and I'm not making that up. You can watch Menacing Sobriety. He read that part as well. It was reviewed by Charlotte's Web, whatever. It's like I don't know how JLR got named into it, because JLR was never on that channel talking about that, but I think she just threw his name in there as well. JLR's trying to do his own fucking thing. He doesn't want nothing to do with Bullhorn Betty.
It seems that way, yeah. In
the public. And Molly, I mean, like, now she's trying to pull Molly into it. Maybe that's why Molly's sitting there like, what the fuck are you doing?
This shit's wild, man.
Because, like, the truth of the matter is that Bullhorn Betty is a narcissist, in my opinion, and she does not know when to stop. It's like if she could have just simply stopped at the 18th and withdrew her lawsuit, she would have cost Queen a few $100. She would have, got her what she wanted to dox, because her goal was to put out that information about Heels in the Air officially with the address, and she could have just walked away and only cost her $300. But now she's she's got this whole situation. She's got to go into Illinois in September.
Well, it's the
She's
pride of a narcissist. That's what it is.
And she's digging herself into a deeper hole. And it's like, even JLR tells her, like, no, you're not going to win a pro se against a practicing attorney, but like a statement. But he doesn't want to fucking listen. She doesn't want to listen and just do it. But, now she wants to dig herself into a hole. She wants to drag everyone else into it. She wants to drag Dolly into it. I don't think Dolly wants to go to Illinois at all. I think he wants to stay in his state and drink his coffee while smoking marijuana and talking the shit on the internet. I don't think he wants to wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning to go to a trial.
He wants to be out there partying at the courthouse, but I don't think that's true.
That was in her claim.
I think that's him talking shit.
That was in her claim for the order of protection. She basically stated that Queen wanted to party out there and was making shirts, basically.
Oh my God.
And that rabbit was the first to break out the news of the lawsuit.
No, that's wrong. It was Dolly.
Yeah, and we need that clip. I don't know. He deleted that. He deletes everything.
Ooh, I might have it.
Yeah.
I'll have to check.
And that's another. She made multiple false claims in her multiple documents. And it's really getting to the point where it's like, Dolly, you should stop fucking simping for this Betty person because she's fucking you. She's fucking you bad. Like, she really is.
Fucking you bad, bruh.
Like, you're trying to do your thing, whatever. I don't agree with your thing, with some of the shit you do, a lot of the shit you do, but, like, she's dragging you into this shit. Not Queen. Queen didn't name you in any lawsuits, so you might want to
look what Gone Girl said. Walter helped write the second VHB file. MGL said it herself.
Oh, she said that? Oh, what? If you have that clip, I would suggest you if anyone has that clip, I would suggest.
If y'all got that clip, send it to me.
Yeah, that's see that. Because you have a person practicing law in another state and illegally practicing law in another state, and also everything that's said between BHB and that person is now open, and he might be a witness now. Okay.
I bet it was on that live that I struck of Laura's. That's back up.
Oh.
No, I did not fight it.
That's not good. Hopefully, if he said that, that's not good. Hopefully someone clipped that, because that's not good. Yeah, I have my own opinions on that Truth Sinker, whether the documents were messed up, but I'll keep that opinion to myself on that one. I'm not going to give her any ammunition. I'm just keeping all my opinions and stuff like that to myself.
No, Walter's not an attorney. If he helped her draft up,
he's a banker.
It's just because he's supposedly a very smart dude, but that doesn't mean just because he's a smart dude doesn't mean he knows the law. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows how to be a lawyer or what lawyers do or any of that. You can be smart as shit and not know or understand how lawyers work. So he shouldn't be giving no advice.
Yeah, I know, B still. I know that MGL wants Betty to drop the lawsuit because she doesn't, that's the thing. Like even Molly understands, you kind of got what you wanted. Now it's time to fucking skedaddle because now you've got a countersuit and now you're fucking yourself.
Betty's narcissism isn't going to let her drop this, I don't think. I think she'll keep it going. But the whole restraining order thing, what do you think about that?
I mean, all I'm going to comment, it's the same thing that she did with Crude, and Crude's named in the countersuit, so that wasn't a very smart move, Betty.
That's what I was thinking.
It's like,
I've got all the documents, but I've been so busy. I haven't had time to watch people.
I've watched a couple of lines and I read the documents. I'll just say, repeating, you basically confirmed the allegations in a court file. You submitted evidence against yourself. So, I mean,
because Queen's lawyer put that in the lawsuit, right? About the Crude?
Yeah, about the Crude AF thing. And then you do the same thing? Okay. I mean, I'm sure that's not going to look like anything. That's not going to support the countersuit at all. I'm sure the lawyer is not going to have. I mean, like, let's be real. This lawyer. I mean, that what sucks is that it costs money for Queen to reply to anything because it costs $250 an hour. So obviously you do the math of how long will it take to do all the filings and stuff like that. And she purposely put that link in that video to force the lawyer to look at it, in my opinion, to just waste money of the lawyer. And that's basically what her goal is. But the problem is that if she loses the case, and this is what Laura said too, I think Laura said this too, which is surprising. I'm not sure if she said it or someone else said it. No, it was actually Burnt Toast that said it. The more you mark up that bill, if you lose the countersuit, you're going to have to pay it. And even if like Queen, you're not going to make the argument that, oh, Queen raised money from GoFundMe, so I shouldn't have, or whatever, PayPal, so I shouldn't have to pay it. No, it doesn't work that way in the law. You have to pay. It's kind of a punishment for your frivolous action. And she could do whatever and it doesn't mean she's going to be able to collect. Like, you can win $30,000. It's just like that movie Rainmaker. Remember the movie Rainmaker, where they won like millions of dollars, but they couldn't collect a dime basically because the guy was bankrupt and didn't have any money. It's like you have to go to a separate situation where you have to figure out what assets they have and then you could do a deposition of assets, like basically say, hey, do you own a house? How much is your mortgage on your house? How much money you make on your channel? How much can I have your 1099? That's probably the next step after you win a lawsuit.
Well, my question is, where they're at in the lawsuit now, can she file to have it dismissed? Is she past that limit?
She could dismiss her action anytime she pleases, but the problem is,
Betty, you should totally dismiss it, babe.
But even if she dismisses her action, the countersuit still stands. So she would have to go to Queen and say, hey, I'll dismiss my action if you dismiss yours, basically.
Oh.
So that's the problem. She could have dismissed her actions before the countersuit and walked the fuck away. And nothing would have been, and she would have cost Queen money, and she could have walked away. She could have cost Queen money, and she could have, did her thing where she did that with the docs, but she didn't. And now she has to now negotiate with Queen to see, hey, if I dismiss this action, will you dismiss yours, basically?
Right.
And
got yourself in a tangle, girl.
And I mean, like, would Queen's lawyer be like okay with dismissing an action where the slam dunk case and the fact that you cost her thousands of dollars? I mean, you cost Queen thousands of dollars. So why the fuck would she dismiss her case now at this point?
Yeah, at this point, no, she would continue on. And maybe Betty knows that. Maybe that's why she's not.
And also, no offense, but the people that donated, some of them just want to see this case go through. They want to see, they don't give a fuck about any of the parties. I mean, I've seen people in Laura's chat, they would like, oh, I don't like Betty. I don't like Queen, but I really don't like Betty even more. And I guarantee you some of them probably donating to Queen Bee's fund because they want to see the shit show and they want to see this go and they know how fucked up it is. But at this point, she made a horrible mistake. She made a horrible mistake. And it's because of her own fault. And she's going to go into that courtroom and she's going to think she's smarter than a lawyer, and she's not. Even the worst lawyer in the world is smarter than you because that's his area of expertise.
Right. That's what he or they know. I'm sorry, my brain. I'm having a brain fart.
Yeah.
I was looking at something. That's their expertise. So even if they're a shitty fucking lawyer, they still know more about the law than you do.
Yes, procedures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know. I mean, like, she didn't redo her bill of particulars. She basically said, I'm not going to redo my bill of particulars. I'm not going, I want to dismiss your countersuit because it doesn't make sense. And it doesn't name all these other people that should be sued, including Dolly. And I'm sitting, and it's like, ma'am, your bill of particulars doesn't make sense because it doesn't outline what Queen has done to you. You have a bunch of tweets from separate creators. Like, I would say like 80% of that, 70-80% of her original bill of particulars is other content creators. And one of which is being dismissed. She actually filed a dismissal for Heels in the Air as well. And it's like, it's not going to look good for her case that there's a tweet stating that she knew all along she couldn't name Heels in the lawsuit because she lives in another state, when you have the countersuit. And you can read the countersuit and see that's part of the claims of like court costs
Well,
for this lawsuit.
didn't she also put in the first paperwork that what Queen has done has basically stopped Bullhorn's ability to travel and do the things she does, like, or cause some
Yes,
kind of
emotional
monetary.
distress
Yeah,
and
no.
tortious
How is that the
interference.
case if you're in Tennessee right now, stupid?
Well, he wanted to bring that. She wants to do an order of protection, and she wanted to do it via Zoom, not only because of she's too poor to come to Illinois. So I don't know how the judge is gonna look at that, and then the lawyer's probably gonna say, Your Honor, she visited 2 other states, one of which we have a video of her in a pool getting a suntan. So I don't know how she doesn't have money to actually come to Illinois, a state where she initiated a lawsuit against my client. My client has spent all this money and everything like this, and this person files a case in Florida and travels the world, but yet doesn't want to actually appear before you, Your Honor. And I don't think the judge is going to be very happy about that. The judge is going to think, oh, okay, you have time to travel and take suntans in Tennessee. Well,
Right, but you can't come to
you
Illinois.
can't. You don't want to show before me. You don't want to be before me. Okay. And also you have an order of protection, which, I mean, like, I don't know what the September one is for. I don't know, but she's going in there in September. Either way, she's going to Illinois. She's going to Illinois.
Is she for sure?
Yeah, I think in September she's going to Illinois. I don't know about the second one, December, but I think September, if she doesn't show up in September, she's not going to be happy about what's going to happen next. She's going to be very, very bad.
Of course you didn't, Stacy. They don't answer questions.
Yeah, Dolly doesn't know because it's kind of like you have to kind of understand what it means a little bit with the law. But that section basically says name Dolly in the countersuit. Name him in the countersuit as well to be sued. And it's like, and it's all because, and the main reason, and I would be extra pissed off with Bullhorn Betty because he wouldn't have been on that channel if it wasn't for Bullhorn Betty asking him to be on that channel and to say what he said on that channel.
So does he not, that's my question, does Dolly not realize that she has requested for him to be named on the countersuit as well? Does he not get that?
I don't know, but someone better tell him.
Somebody better tell him, Dolly.
better tell him. You better talk to Betty and say, hey, man, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you dragging me into this bullshit? First you dragged me into it to be a witness. Now you're dragging me into it to be sued.
Again, he was saying, why do people keep grouping me and Betty together? Betty grouped you and Betty together.
And I'm sure PJ's gonna love that. I mean, I'm sure PJ's gonna love the fact that he's gonna get, he's gonna be, she's trying to get him sued. Now I don't know if you can. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know if you can do that, and she doesn't have to.
We don't know if it'll go through that way, but the simple fact of her asking for that is weird.
Yeah, and it's like I don't even know if it's not even a good defense because she can name whoever she wants to sue, and if she doesn't want to sue Dolly in that particular lawsuit, she doesn't have to. It's like whatever. But
that's weird. Nice speculation station.
Yeah, I don't listen with the BHB looking thing. She's trying to do a JLR, but she's not doing a good JLR. Let's just say that much.
But again, as long as she's not out there harassing families of this girl, then you can, because she said it several times in her lives yesterday. Content. Olivia's getting some content. I came over here to get some content. That's what it's about. Just like you said, just like JLR. Like, this motherfucker travels all over the damn place doing 50 videos a day.
Well, also the fact is he's a lot smarter and sneakier. Like, if there's drama, he doesn't address it on his channel. He doesn't say nothing. He just keeps it separate. And that's something that Bullhorn Betty doesn't know how to do. It's just how it is. It's like, you want to be a true crime channel, but yet you're even like Perplex QT is thinking like, oh, maybe I should just have a separate drama channel and just do this one here. That's what she's doing. But Bullhorn Betty doesn't realize that. And then she gets mad at people questioning her. And it's like, ma'am, you're in the true crime sphere. Everyone's going to question you on everything you do. Sorry.
Look, B said, Betty's not looking for Layla or Summer. It's all a grift. here's my thing. Is it a grift if she's not? I mean, like, on the lives I seen, she ain't getting no money brought in. So would it be considered a grift then, or is money being sent in the background?
I think it's very interesting that you have a lawsuit which is going to cost her 10, like, I mean, like, I would honestly say for her to not only be a plaintiff, but also mount a defense, probably $10,000. And she's running around doing all this stuff. Like, if I was her, I'd be counting my pennies at this point if I was Bull and Betty, because you're not only a plaintiff, but you are also a defendant in a countersuit. That's going to cost you a lot of money.
I agree.
And
wow, gal. Thank you.
I don't know. It's going to cost her money. It's so stupid. And it's like she filed all those documents, and she might as well just, wipe their ass with them, because most of it didn't even none of it made sense. She's like, I can't understand if I'm a plaintiff or a defendant, so I will not produce any documents. But I'm going to ask you to produce something. It's like, ma'am, no. You have to preserve documents in the, and like how she acted, like the insolence. What did she say? Like insolence or something like that? She said something like ridiculous, but she really didn't understand what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah.
I will also agree with Laura at another point. Lawyers do have to get along. She's absolutely right about that. Lawyers do have to get along. And when you have a bunch of fucking, when, like, I've sat in situations where two lawyers fucking look like they despise each other, and then they have lunch together and they just chit-chatting and chilling.
Yeah. It's weird, but that's how it is.
And it's just how it is. It's because it's your job. But when you go in a letter like that, being like that, fucking saying that you're going to call the bar association on someone, or like basically report them,
or he's harassing her.
It's like, oh man, you're starting this off on a bad motherfucking foot. And then you submit this into your evidence. So you deny that you never said that you didn't want to be contacted, but in your letter. And then later you show that you actually said you didn't want to be contacted. So you submitted evidence against yourself, lying in official court documents. That's not going to be looked kindly by the judge. The judge is going to be like, oh, okay, it's one of those cases. The lawyer and politicians are IMO, like Saturday Night Wrestling. Yeah, pretty much. Lawyers are a little bit more honest about it. It's like, it's just a job for them. It's just, they defend their clients, and then they have something they have to do afterwards. That's how it is.
Yeah.
I would say a lot more honest about their situation. But surprisingly, yeah. But so Laura's basically realized that Betty's an idiot. I'm surprised it took her this long. Just saying. It's like,
because she was kind of backing her up on it a little bit,
Well, she admitted that she had to stick her foot in her mouth, kind of deal in this one, because the violence looked bad.
Did she go live last night? Is that when she
That's
went
the second time. So
Betty?
she went live twice in one day about Betty.
Jesus.
Yeah. The first time it was about that, the lawyer thing and everything like that. The second time was about the glare and how she was kind of she was defending his position that you don't know that's the glare. This is just random troll type of deal.
And she hates the glare, so.
Yeah, she hates the glare.
Laura. Yeah.
I don't even know why she hates the glare originally, to be honest with you.
I don't know. They've always had like a tit for tat, back and forth. I don't know exactly what caused it.
Yeah, I don't know what caused it either. I have no clue, actually, about that history. That's an interesting thing. Like, that's like lost to time, that no one knows when the Glare and Laura disliked each other originally. Like, it's like one of those ancient wars where everyone's fighting for 1,000 years. And then, like, why are we at war?
Like, what started this?
What started this war? You didn't bow before the king the proper way. So we've done this 1,000-year war. It's like, that's kind of
Did Laura private those lives? I doubt it, Muffin Mouth.
No, she has it on her backup channel. Isn't it
Sit the fuck down and listen. It's STFD and Listen,
Yeah, I didn't
that's
know
her
if it was
backup channel.
proper. I didn't know if it was proper to mention it on your channel.
Oh, I don't care. I'm done going back and forth with Laura. Like I said, I think, a lot of the times she's misguided or wrong, but then there's sometimes she does make sense. It's just I don't know. I guess it depends on her mood for the day.
Yeah, Laura believed BHB lies about knowing the law and being a paralegal. Yeah, I mean, after reading those documents, you realize she's not a she. I've never. I mean, like, I could never imagine a paralegal writing documents that badly. I mean, that's kind of their job to write documents. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've seen a lot of paralegals who understood how to, do a lot of filings and stuff like that. They know how to file things.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never seen a paralegal have that bad of filings. You know what I mean? Like that's not good. Like,
And didn't she claim that Queen's lawyer was harassing her a little bit?
yes, yeah, in the letters,
That
because
in its own is going to look terrible.
she attached the email exchange between herself and the lawyer,
Mm.
and it made her look horrible, like absolutely horrible.
Betty.
It's like it was all on burnt toast. She was it's like it's really bad. It's like at this point, like Betty is like completely over her head. Like she has no idea what she's gotten herself into. Like she absolutely has no clue what she got herself into. Because like she's doing all these filings, she's paying it. Like I don't know who she got that second filing written by. I have no idea. I have my theory on it, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that. I originally thought it was Walnut, but I don't know if it's him, but we'll see.
If it is, he should be ashamed too. Hey, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi. I have a minute, but I have a theory about who wrote it. I think ChatGPT wrote it.
Who?
ChatGPT. Oh, you mean
ChatGPT?
Like the AI program?
AI. Yeah, that AI program, because paralegals have been using it, and there was like a lawsuit about it. Lawyers used it. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard about that actually. I was talking to I think a lawyer that was joking about that. At first, I was like, "What is ChatGPT?"
I mean, you never know. Like Olivia was over there. Maybe she was, she was over there for a few days. Maybe she was helping her. Maybe she, just a theory.
I press Xadel on that one. I'm just saying with Olivia. Not holding it against Livia, but I've heard her interactions. It's let's just say.
Bodie said something interesting just a second ago. She thinks she can pull the same fuckery with the courts that she does on YouTube. I don't know why she would think that.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm not affiliated. I'm just a panel guest on Queen, so I'm allowed to talk about it on other channels just in case.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
To anything. So on my own.
Don't get all paranoid.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna. And the thing is, I won't talk on Queen's channel because she can't. But I can talk on other channels. I'm allowed to do that because
you absolutely can.
So I'm just making sure that people have that clear.
Ellie is so controversial.
No, I was just why? Because you never know. I mean, she could I don't know. Olivia was over there, and I was thinking, wow, maybe she's, a lot of people are totally up on the whole chat.
I don't know why she's hanging out with Bullhorn Betty. Like, what is, like, to me, it seems like a one-way relationship to me.
I thought they broke up.
I thought they broke up too.
Can't keep up. I guess they got back together, or they were on a temporary split.
Like, does Olivia like I don't know, man, because she treats Bullhorn Betty treats Olivia like shit. Last time I saw.
It was a content. This is a content trip. I'm telling y'all. Now, are they looking? They might be. Are they passing out flyers? They might be. But the one thing that was said over and over was content, and that speaks volumes to me.
Well, I mean, like, let's be real. That's their
definitely.
Job.
That's what they do. They're like, oh, we got a great.
That's why they're called. That's why people call them tragedy pimps, because you turn tragedies. They turn tragedies into content and make money from them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem. And it's like, and a lot of times it's not appropriate what they do, and people have commentary about it. They're like, hey, you can make commentary about it, and it's as simple as that. I mean, and then they don't do proper commentary. So it is
Yeah,
what it
Dee
is.
said you can never really tell who breaks up around here. That's so true.
Mm-hmm. If you have Snapchat, tell the AI to write you a song about the toxic true crime community on YouTube. You won't be disappointed.
What?
Yeah, you could ask him to write anything. It's like yeah, like you could even tell him to include like certain include. You could give him like a 2 sentence prompt, and it will write an entire like song. I mean, it's not always great, but like, or a poem. Remember, somebody wrote a poem about the tragedy pimps when we were like talking about it on Queen Bee's channel. Yeah, it's super easy. I mean, that's why it's easy that you could look up case law in there. That's what I'm saying. And lawyers got in trouble for it. Because they said the paralegal, I don't know. And like, I remember even Good Egg was saying that there's talk about paralegals being replaced by like AI or chat GBT kind of like, data.
Where do I find this, Kate, on Snapchat? Where on Snapchat do I find this?
What?
Yeah.
And
And how does it know what to say? I don't understand.
ChatGPT, well, you'll give it you'll say, write me like a song about like Bullhorn Betty and the tragedy. You just tell them something and it will totally use it. Like we did it with like Etsy listings, and it made the best Etsy listings, like this natural merino wool, like it was for like a hat. Like it changes it's so amazing because it will just like search it's all this data, all these, and it will search it, and every time it's unique. So it can't even be plagiarizing because it's unique set every time.
Stop.
I'll send you. It's an app. It was like in beta.
Kate's saying you can do it on Snapchat. Hold on.
Just do it like directly through the chat. It's just an app on, just download it. I downloaded it. It's really cool. And you use it. It's like, I think it's like an amazing tool for people,
When I go to my
and
messages on Snapchat, I don't see a spot that says AI or anything. So let me see.
Just there's a chat GBT app in the App Store, and I downloaded that after we were talking about it, and I've used it. It's really interesting. Yeah, it writes term papers. It writes papers for people, like
what?
Like a thesis. Yeah, dude, gotta get your freaking son on. My sister even, like, her kids use it for certain things, for research. I mean, because it will just it only goes up to a certain year though. I think the data ends in like 2021 or something. Tim, I forget, but so you can't be like, oh, what new TV series would you recommend? Because it will only go back to a certain date. It's because it's like it was all, it's hard to explain. I hardly explain.
You ever see a commercial?
Chat
What?
GPT.
Yeah.
You ever see a pizza commercial? You ever see when they make a pizza commercial, like a food commercial, how weird it is? The AI.
No.
Here, this is this is when they say cheese, pepperoni, vegetable, secret things.
It's always about food lately with me, Tim.
Here, look how weird that commercial is. AI made commercial.
Do you want to share it, or are you putting it in the back?
I could share it if you like, but it might be very weird. Might be very weird. like you're on LSD weird, but anywho, I'm ready. I'll play it. Yeah, it's weird. Pepperoni hug spot AI TV commercial. I would suggest anyone on shrooms, you probably want to log off at this point.
Oh no, or stay.
Or any sort of because you're gonna have such a trip at this point. So this is like an AI commercial, and this is weird.
Are you ready for best pizza of life? Bring friends down to Pepperoni Hug Spot. Our chefs make pizza with heart and special touch. Cheese, pepperoni, vegetable, and more secret things. Need delivery? Pizzas come fast. Knock knock, who's there? Pizza magic. Eat Pepperoni Hug Spot pizza. Your tummy say thank you. Your mouth say, Pepperoni Hug Spot. It's like family, but with more cheese and special touch.
What? What?
Weird,
That's what I mean.
right?
Like the AI is like very weird. Very weirdly made that.
That is weird.
Like if
So
you,
AI did all that?
yeah, I think they put like key terms into it to make it.
I'm trying to download the app, but it's like it's asking me to verify my phone number, but it's not going through. So
ChatGPT.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's really crazy. It's really why I was like messing around.
Yeah,
with
just type on YouTube AI made commercials, and you'll see like some crazy commercials made by AI. Like, and it's like trippy.
That's kind of scary.
Why is it scary?
Because I feel like
yeah,
it's going
it
to
can
take
create
over
anything.
the world.
Yeah. Well, it might.
It
B-Tim
might.
is here for it. B-Tim is into it though. He's like, I'm here for it if it does, right, B-Tim? You're like, whatever, I'll join it. I'll join with them.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm cool with the AI. I'm very cool.
You're cool. You're cool. He is.
Okay, so but what about the ones that the little robots that deliver stuff and
Oh yeah, people
like
like
that's
hack
taking
into
people's
them.
jobs, man.
Yeah, but people like it's so funny here. People like you see them like on their side, and people like crack them open and shit. Like in California, people are so mean. You know, they'll just fuck with anything. They break
Well,
them.
they'll
They
be the
break
first.
into
They'll be
them.
the first to go when the robot rebellion happens. They'll be the first.
Yeah, I've seen them though. They're wacky. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's just
Oh,
like
no,
going down
I
the
mean-
street.
I mean, I think like I think a lot of people are just are kind of just like a little bit too paranoid because like an AI means artificial, meaning like I think people don't quite understand what AI would probably mean. Like it would have to teach itself, it would have to be self-aware, it would have to do multiple things like learn. It just because you give information to it and it can calculate and make into new things like oddities like that doesn't mean it needs to learn. It needs to constantly learn by itself. Like
it does though. That's the
not
thing.
really, not now. Right now, it
I
just
mean-
basically is a randomizer. Like that's what you're really seeing.
But what
Like,
about, did you hear about that AI that like ordered, like hired TaskRabbit to solve a CAPTCHA? Like
yeah,
one of those.
but it's just like that's very simple. Like
But
that's like
that seems
would
a little bit
be-
complex. It's like going
No.
around things.
not if you program it.
Oh yeah, if you program it. But did they program it to do that? I don't know.
No. But like the thing is like you'll probably find it more like people are more. I mean, I would be more if that's your concept of fear of an AI. I'd be more afraid of like crows than AI at this point because a crow can
Crows?
solve.
Crows.
Yeah,
I
crows,
love crows.
crows can have the intelligence of a 9-year-old child and can solve. They can problem solve. They use tools. They make their own tools. They use like purposely they'll drop like nuts in the middle of the road knowing cars will crush the nuts.
Yeah, they're smart, but
They even use like rocks. They like the whole thing where like if you drop a rock in water, it raises the water level. They do that when they do like little beacon tests to see if they can get that like to raise the water level to get their food. They're very smart. So like if you're afraid of that level of intelligence, I would say, oh, maybe you should be afraid of crows because like you need a bit higher.
But it's more intelligence than a 9-year-old. It's like millions of 9-year-olds or any age intelligence.
Not now.
Well,
Right
not now, but it's
yeah.
gonna be.
I mean, eventually, yeah, but it depends, and also depends on, like, I would say it depends on the people who are programming it. I mean, like the problem with a lot of people who program things is they just don't really understand. It's actually not the fear. You shouldn't fear of AI eventually destroying you. You should fear about people's ignorance on how they do it. Like for instance, Frankenstein. A classic example of Frankenstein is basically like how he created this life But what did he do when he created his life? He basically just let it loose. He was scared of it. His ignorance and his fear resulted in creating the monster. It wasn't the act of creating the monster that actually made the monster. It was his ignorance and fear that created that monster, you know? And that's my opinion. If he, let's say Frankenstein wasn't ignorant and afraid, and actually, taught the, the monster, whatever we'll call him, Frankenstein for the sake of argument, then probably wouldn't be such a bad ending that you would say, as is the book. Usually I think is the problem with a lot of, situations like that is fear and ignorance of the creator. That's my thought.
Look, I got a poem about Bullhorn Betty and the Glarer.
See?
Oh,
Boom.
shit.
From
Let's listen
ChatGPT.
to it.
It won't read it, so I guess I have to read it. Jesus, making me
Jesus.
work. I thought AI was supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
play another
here's the
program for
poem.
that.
Bullhorn Betty and the Glarer. In the realm of formality's embrace, where poise and elegance interlace, reside tales of Bullhorn Betty's might, and the Glarer with eyes aglow so bright. Fair Betty, adorned with strength and grace, wielded her bullhorn, a force to embrace. Her voice captivating, echoing far and wide, unveiling truths and falsehoods she couldn't abide. Oh, Bullhorn Betty, sincere and true, bleh, champion of justice, her heart imbued with ranks of followers standing tall, inspired by her call, one and all. Yet in shadows looming, the Glarer stood, a being, a being, a being enigmatic, misunderstood, eyes vibrant like molten embers ablaze, casting a glare that could entrance and daze. The Glarer, inscrutable beyond compare, in silence emanating. Okay, yeah, in silence emanating an enigmatic flare. The world decoded in those luminescent eyes, a secret world hidden from prying skies. Betty and the Glarer, two forces converge, one with boldness, the other with startling urge. Both perceptions unique in their own right, destined to cross paths under moon's pale light. Jesus Christ. Their meeting marked by a curious dance, transcending realms of judgment and chance. Betty's voice met the Glare's piercing gleam, an interplay of energy seldom seen. Uh-oh. Together they wove. Together they wove a symphony anew, a ballad of voices combining the two. Betty's truths harmonized with the Glarer's sight, creating a melody, invoking pure delight. Their union sparked a revelation profound, the power of connection astound. For Bullhorn Betty's strength lay in her words, while the Glarer's vision revealed hidden worlds. A yin and yang, a fusion of fire and ice, their partnership unique, an unexpected slice. In a formal world, they defy all norms, unleashing passions in captivating storms. So let us honor Bullhorn Betty's might, her voice resonating, igniting the light, joined by the Glarer, a dynamic blend, a dance of formality and secrets penned. May we embrace their tale with open hearts, treasure their bond as creative as creativity imparts. For Bullhorn Betty and the Glarer's fusion embodies strength, beauty, and poetic illusion. The end.
Well, I changed my opinions on AI. We need to stop them immediately.
Look, Mom said tell it to write one about tragedy pants.
Oh my god, that was just that was tough. Even Ellie left.
Yeah, that was rough.
Holy fuck, man! I was just sitting. I was like, holy fuck. I'm sure Bullhorn Betty's just probably probably very happy. She's like, man, I gotta get that fucking poem. That's not. She's probably gonna put that on her community tab, or maybe that's gonna be like her intro when she jumps in.
Well, I
Oh,
don't know. It kind of seems like they were like, it was like a love connection, didn't it?
could be, maybe, you know.
Okay, it's right in the tragedy pimp ones.
I mean, they both, it could be interesting, very interesting. Imagine a
So,
Bullhorn Betty and a Glare panel, guys. Like they just do a panel together.
why does
Oh.
it make such long poems?
I barfed in my.
Jesus. 867 said I barfed in my mouth. All right.
Yeah. I mean, would you watch a channel? Would you watch the Glare and Bullhorn Betty be like
Absolutely
hosts
not.
and be like just hanging out, just chilling?
No, I would watch them for the shit show.
But they have like that'd be hilarious. That'd be, oh my god, like just them not arguing, but imagine if they were like discussing a case and they were like getting along. How weird that would be.
Oh, it would be weird.
That would be so weird. I'd just be like, whoa.
Kate, I couldn't find it on Snapchat. I couldn't find out where to do it on Snapchat. Well, okay, so I'll read this tragedy pimp one and then I'm gonna go because I got a few things to do today. Oh yeah, we did, Grandma Sherry. We asked him to give BHB the dick, and he wanted no part of it. I bet kids nowadays have AI doing their homework, Johnson. I honestly probably wouldn't know if my kids did that or not. I wouldn't know that either, Cappy. I wonder if my kid knows about this app. Tell it to write a haiku? Haiku?
A haiku.
What's a haiku?
It's like a Japanese, I think like a poem, it's like a Japanese type of poem. I think it's like 3 lines or something like that. I'm trying to remember what a haiku.
Jones and I accidentally called you Honesen. Cause I'm a hoe.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 rules of haiku. Okay, yeah. So the 3 rules of haiku is every first line of a haiku has 5 syllables, the second line has 7 syllables, and the third has 5 syllables.
Oh my god.
And a haiku is spelled Haiku. Just wanted to make that.
Haiku. So, Mama, you saying I should type in for it to write a tragedy pimp haiku?
Oh God! The Japanese ancestors would be crying if you did that. Like they would just be like, "Oh my God, the ghosts!" They'd just sit there like they made beautiful haikus, and you're gonna just butcher it, aren't you?
Butcher it with tragedy pimps. Look, Kate said, Bullhorn Betty causing legal strife with frivolous lawsuits causing much strife. But let's remember, justice should be fair. Frivolous claims we should not bear. That's what it told. That's what Snapchat told Kate.
Oh, fuck. That should be like in the complaint. That should be like right before the judge.
Oh my God. That's so funny. Mama, how do I do a short poem? All I type in, do I got to type in short poem about tragedy pimps?
Mommy, how do I do a short poem?
I need your help, Mommy. There you go, Laura.
Sorry,
I need your help, Mommy.
Let me see. Kathy P says, sorry, but BHB asked for this SC file is the frivolous lawsuit, so she's getting what she asked for. She's definitely underestimating. Yeah, she underestimated a lot of people. It's not just Queen. I mean, like, for instance, the only reason why Queen is able to fight this is because of the support of the community as a whole. And there's a lot of people that might not like Queen, but they just don't like the precedents that this would put, whereby you talk about someone and then you get hit with this so they can shut you up. And that's the precedent. It's interesting that, in my opinion, you have a person that claims to be like, I believe in freedom of speech. I believe. What the hell is that? I'm doing a speech here, and you just fucking interrupt. Thanks a lot. God damn it. No elegant. No. Unbelievable. But anyway, yeah. So basically,
Ad got me. I'm sorry.
yeah, bad got you. That's got us all. But yeah, but she basically believes in freedom of speech, but she wants to silence others. It's interesting, and it's like, ma'am, you criticize everyone, but you don't want to be criticized. That's a problem. You go into the school system, you criticize them. You go to your local government, you criticize them. You go to you criticize the police, you criticize people online, and instead of just like acknowledging the criticism or ignoring it, you call them animals and you try to silence them. That's not American, ma'am. That is absolutely not American in my opinion. But it's it is what it is. I just think that's just my opinion. It's very not American. And people supporting that,
getting me.
yeah, and people supporting that type of deal is not American, because it's like, if everyone thought like you did, thought like that, then no one would be able to talk, because because every word that comes out of your mouth is going to offend someone. Just how it is.
Yeah.
Just how it is. No one's going to agree, and not everyone's going to agree what you say. There's always going to be one person in the world that's going to disagree with you, and that's the point, of freedom of speech, because you're able to, criticize other people or say anything you like. There are consequences, of course, but depends on what you say. Well, but that's just my opinion.
Oh, that's creepy, Cambry. There's one that has a monthly fee, but it will be your online boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah, also, you should play, after you do that, you should play Minutes of Sobriety's videos.
What do you mean? On here? Or I should go watch them?
You should play them on here. With the lawsuit, the explanation of the lawsuit. There's 2 videos you should play.
Well, I can't. I'm out of hotspot.
I can play it for you.
Okay. If you want to play them, that's fine.
I can play it. While you're doing that, you want me to play it for you while you're kind of looking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just put it in the back. No, I do not call my mom mommy. No wire hangers. Yeah, no, I call her mom.
Yeah, so I'm going to play like the first half here. So I have it on the share screen.
Okay.
And I'll play it. So here.
Can somebody drop Menace's link in the chat?
I'll do it. Okay, so I'll play the first one, and then I'll play the second one that explains how she, like Bullhorn Betty, has named, basically trying to get Dolly sued.
Okay.
As many of you know, I'm actively in a lawsuit.
Oh, you're actively in a lawsuit? Looks like you may be in something else. Today we're going to look at Betty's motion to strike Queen Bee's demand for particulars, as well as Betty's motion for a protective order. But first, we're going to quickly look back on Queen Bee's demand for particulars so it's fresh in our minds when we look at Betty's filings. Please keep in mind that we're only breezing over 2 of the 8 filings Betty made. Queen's demand for a bill of particulars was pretty straightforward. Betty's initial complaint was a mess of gripes and complaints, accompanied by a spreadsheet filled with links to videos in their entirety. It was clear Betty wrote her complaint as a means of arguing as opposed to litigating. Queen's request was simple. Tell us exactly what your complaints are about Queen versus which complaints are about Heels. And give us the actual timestamps in which these instances occurred. Queen's lawyer was kind enough to even list the dozens and dozens of paragraphs they needed clarification on. Her lawyer was clear, concise, and thorough. The thought of being told that she failed monumentally at writing her complaint absolutely destroyed Betty's pride. In order to reinforce their request for the bill of particulars, Queen's lawyer also showed evidence of Betty's filing of frivolous lawsuits in the past. This was indicative that she has a history of filing frivolous suits in order to waste people's time and drive them to settle in order to stop the onslaught of Betty's frivolous filings. Betty's litigious history bolsters Queen's need for a bill of particulars, and this history being mentioned to the court did not go over well with Betty. Now let's look at Betty's motion to strike the demand for the bill of particulars. We'll call this the "but I don't want to tell her why I'm suing her" filing. It starts to get juicy here, so now would be a good time to pause this video. Hit the thumbs up. Then go refill.
Y'all heard them.
Welcome back, and thanks for hitting that thumbs up button. As you can see here, Betty starts off her motion to strike by alleging that Queen is conspiring against her in a Discord server. We're not sure what that has to do with a demand for a bill of particulars, nor do we expect the judge to understand it, but anything Betty files that highlights her ongoing desire to waste everyone's time is a good.
What's with her? Like, that's the thing. Like, she's conspiring against me in a Discord server. Like, okay, does that have anything to do with asking for what what you're suing for? No. I mean, I'm sure the judge is probably gonna be like, "What the fuck is a Discord server?" Like, can you explain that to me, ma'am? Because I have no clue. Like, they probably, some judges barely understand how Zoom works at this point, or WebEx, and you're gonna try to explain Discord servers to them.
Yeah, good luck.
Like, some 70-year-old judge is gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah, because judges are all old.
Yeah, a lot of them are. Honestly, there's a lot of old
A
judges.
good majority of them.
Yeah, they're like, "What's a Discord server? What's a tragedy pimp? Who are you?"
What is going on?
Like, that's gonna be like the funniest thing, like explaining to the judge a Discord server in her filing.
Good thing for Queen's case. Here we get a double dose of irony. First, she states the demand is littered with incoherent chatter, which is kind of exactly the reason for the demand in the first place. Because Betty's complaint was literally filled with incoherent chatter. Then she goes on to admit that the article brought up, to support part of their reasoning for requiring the bill of particulars, did not promote her in a favorable light. Well, maybe don't file frivolous lawsuits just to harass folks.
I mean, oh my god, filing against you is not going to show you in a fair light. I guess that's, I guess, what is the job of the lawyer, to make you look good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and also it's a news article. If you have an issue with how the article portrays you, you could have talked to the people that wrote the article, not the lawyer who is using the article as, an example. But anyway, that's using your quoted words against you, but okay.
And you won't make the mainstream media for it. Here, Betty admits that there's a right way and a wrong way to do this type of thing, and it's written in Illinois Rule 735. Queen seems to conclude Betty must prove the entire case when filing the complaint against Queen. This is factually incorrect, Betty. Queen seems to have concluded that your complaint doesn't specify which defendant is responsible for which item listed therein, which once again was the sole reason for the demand for particulars that you just said was, and I quote, nonsense and littered with foolish, insolent talk.
Wow.
Have anyone ever heard a lawyer say littered with foolish, insolent talk? I've never heard that in my life in any filing I've ever read.
Oh, she's reaching.
Like, basically saying the filing is filled with rude remarks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like what? And she had to use like insolent, like, whoa. I don't know. That's fucking crazy. Stop being logical. You'll confuse the plaintiff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Can't be logical.
Let's not forget that it literally lists the paragraphs of your complaint that require clarification. As per that Vanity Fair article that you're crying about, Betty, that's an opinion piece based on the first-hand observations of the author, who's seen your content, and Brian Enton, who's watched you tragedy pimping firsthand. And again, the purpose was to paint a picture of your character alongside the insider article that has you admitting to a reporter to filing a frivolous lawsuit. all great reasons to demand a detailed breakdown of the lawsuit so the defendant can be sure the claims aren't frivolous and can defend against them accordingly. Betty goes on to cry about her looking like a schmuck in those mainstream media articles, and then shares an article about Queen Bee and some arrest from 2 decades ago, while Betty squealed, "Ray!"
I would also note that article, what she put in that filing was not a smart move, but I'll let her find that out.
This is the best. Self-snitching Betty lies to the court here, and then snitches on herself as she shares the actual emails sent between her and Queen's lawyer. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Betty seems to be taking her chance.
You can't make this shit up.
You
For a
can't.
trial by jury and trading it in for a trial by fire as she burns her case to the ground. So she lied and told the court that she never told Queen's lawyer to discontinue communications, and Queen's lawyer was lying. Then shares the email where she, Betty, tells the lawyer to discontinue communications with her. This request for a protective order is a real beauty. Basically, Rabbit did a stream. Oh? I'm sorry. You don't see the relevance? Me neither, but trust me, bro. Betty has a plan. And then Betty tells the court how she fears for her life because Queen Bee said,
"Well, first of all, I'm not little. I am a big bitch. So, got me fucked up there. I'm definitely not little. You'll see, though, when we meet up in court. You'll see. I'm probably 2 to 3 times your size, mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big bitch. Ain't nothing nice. But that's okay. Like I said, we will come face to face. We poppin', y'all. Hell ya, nunya. I am a big bish. Yeah, I am. No, nah, I am no size 2. I don't give a fuck. I really do not. Shit, that's why I was like, you got me fucked up.
so to put it into perspective,
That is, I fucking can't.
That's her protection order.
Oh my God.
And this is why Laura's like, fucking just says this lady's fucking an idiot.
That fucking, how, first, did you hear how Southern that voice was?
Yeah, that was Southern. That was Southern.
Oh,
Oh my God.
that is fucking great. Good job, Menace. That was perfect.
Yeah, right.
How do you see that as a threat? Like, that's not a threat. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you called her little girl. You keep on calling her little girl, and she responds, "No, I'm a big bee."
Yeah. Can we
Yeah.
listen to that again, that part?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Go a little bit back.
Your size, mama. So,
fears for her life because Queen Bee said,
well, first of all, I'm not little. I am a big bitch. So, got me fucked up there. I'm definitely not little. You'll see, though, when we meet up in court. You'll see. I'm probably 2 to 3 times your size, mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big bitch. Ain't nothing nice. But that's okay. Like I said, we will come face to face. We poppin', y'all. Hell
We
ya,
poppin',
nunya.
y'all.
I am a big
We popping, y'all.
It's funny with the
We
y'all
poppin',
part.
y'all.
With the southern part.
Oh,
Popping, y'all is a threat.
oh, wait.
And she even misquoted. I don't even think this is exactly what she said. Like, I think she like edited it. But like,
Oh, really? She
to
got
make
fucked
it sound
up
like the
even
worst
quote?
ever. Yeah. If you listen to the audio, it's not the same as this. It's like she edited it to make it look this way.
Transcribed things
Yes.
wrong.
Yeah, I am. No, nah, I am no size 2. I don't give a fuck. I really do not. Shit, that's why I was like, you got me fucked up.
so to put it into perspective,
Ah,
a Rabbit stream and some trash talk has this woman fearing for her life.
Well, has
And let me
it
just
all?
tell whoever wants to come over here, I'm a concealed weapons permit holder. I
Oh.
carry my gun. I know how to use my gun. If I feel threatened, believe
One
me,
warning.
I will
You get one
my gun.
warning. You get one warning, and then you aim for their friggin' head.
I don't give a warning. In Florida, you don't need to give a warning. You put my life in jeopardy, I'm dropping you.
So she acts like a straight killer on the internet, but cries foul when she can't wave her pistola around. Gangster as fuck.
gang,
Betty,
gang.
you're a gong show and your lawsuit is too.
If I feel
Woo!
Like, I feel threatened. I'm gonna have you shot. Okay, ma'am.
I mean, that's the most threatening thing I've ever heard. Or is
Uh,
that right?
God.
it
Menace
gets
fucking killed this video.
it gets better.
Yeah.
It gets better with the second
Altogether.
video. So the second video explains how basically Betty is throwing Dolly under the bus.
Oh, good. Because I haven't, like I said, I haven't been able to keep up.
So
Yeah.
this is the second one, the recent one, and this one explains how basically Betty is throwing MGL, JLR, and Dolly under the bus.
Y'all make sure to go show
Just a
Menace
quick one
some
here.
love.
Okay, just a quick one here. I wanted to touch on something that was pointed out during Crimes and Fashions stream. I'm not sure how I missed it, because it's pretty wild. But let's take a look at this real quick. In Betty's motion to dismiss Queen's countersuit, one of Betty's reasons is a failure to add necessary parties. The proper remedy for misjoining, it's actually misjoinder with a D, or failure to join a necessary party, is to dismiss the improper party or to order the missing party be added. So a joinder means exactly as it sounds it would mean, adding a party to a case. A misjoinder is when someone is improperly added. Basically, Betty tells us that if someone is improperly added, or if someone should have been added and wasn't, then the way to fix that is to completely dismiss the person who was improperly added, or order that the party be added properly according to the rules. Now, I know, your brain's starting to melt right now, and your eyebrows look like that meme of The Rock. Anyway, Betty says throughout her countersuit, Queen has identified Dolly, Molly, and JLR as co-defendants. The irony here is that Betty says Queen failed to state with specificity or particularity how they're involved, which is funny because that was the exact reason why Queen had to demand a bill of particulars, because Betty couldn't be specific with her claims in her complaint. So basically, Queen's saying that Betty's actions mirror the behavior of JLR. Now let's take a look at the section of Queen's countersuit that mentions the three amigos, Molly, Dolly, and JLR. That way we know what Betty's going on about here, because it's got to be pretty serious if Betty thinks it's going to help her get her case dismissed. Queen's counter states, in fact, in late March 2023, Betty participated in a discussion with Jimmy, who uses the handle Dolly Vision, and Marissa, who uses the handle Molly Go Lightly, which was live streamed onto YouTube. This public video discussed Queen at length. This discussion lasted around 1 hour 40 minutes, and the following day, Betty streamed video for 3.5 hours about, in large part, Queen Bee. Now, for those of us with working brains, we can see that Queen's lawyers simply establishing a pattern of behavior. This wasn't a one-off situation where something was said and somebody ran with it for clicks or something. This is a situation where Betty was actively disparaging Queen. And not only in front of her audience, but in front of Molly's audience, in front of JLR's audience, in front of Dolly's audience. But Betty thinks that because she's being sued and she streamed with her friends, all her friends should be getting sued too. But Your Honor, she should sue my friends as well. It's only fair, Judge. So she's literally trying to get her friends sued.
That's not good. That's not good. What do you think?
Not a good look.
Not
In
a
my
good look,
opinion.
Betty. Dolly.
Don't bring your
My-
friends into this. Guess they're not her friends, truthfully. Allegedly,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
she is our.
In my
You know what?
opinion, allegedly.
So, Rare Penny says, "What a rat." Just saying. Just reading comments, not me, but okay. But I'm just saying, like, the person dragging you into this shit is Betty. You might want to, just
Why?
saying.
Who knows? She's a hell of a friend, though, eh? Now look at this.
Oh.
Queen Bee has failed to include JLR on the countersuit and has failed to serve this action upon JLR, thereby not affording JLR a right to defend himself. Defend himself from what? Someone laughing at him for being a donkey and then comparing your frivolous and disparaging behavior to his? And Betty, did you ever think that maybe she didn't add JLR to the lawsuit because she's not suing JLR?
Right.
Do you really truly believe that when someone sues you, they're legally obligated to also sue all your friends, family, coworkers, acquaintances, etc., who were also there with you to witness your deplorable behavior? Wish me luck getting through this abortion of a paragraph.
Oh my God.
Betty has no information to rely on related to how Queen's allegations are relevant to the matter at issue, but appears to be including and incorporating therein multiple co-defendants. Still, Queen has failed to include Dolly or Molly on the counterclaims, thereby not affording Dolly or Molly their right to defend themselves in this action. Betty, they don't need to defend themselves because they haven't been sued for anything. Your group hang was simply showing the court a pattern of behavior that you are exhibiting that have resulted in damages to Queen. It seems Betty thinks that Queen not suing Betty's friends is in violation of Illinois law. And remember, this is in her motion to dismiss the countersuit. Even if there was a misjoinder, the remedy is not to dismiss the entire case. I don't even understand why this is here. Anyways,
Wow.
I just want...
Yeah, like basically that's what she just did. She's like threw her friends on the bus. Fantastic
Ooh.
friends got there.
That's not good.
That's not good. Maybe
It's not
maybe
good
someone
friend code.
maybe someone on Turtle Gang will
You know?
let Dolly know that like I don't know. He can watch these videos for
No way,
himself and read, or maybe like just read the thing because it's like bullshit. I would be pissed off if someone trying to get me sued. That's just my opinion. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? I thought we were friends.
Unless
I'm
Dolly
telling you,
wants
he
to be
doesn't
sued.
know.
Yeah,
Unless
I mean,
he
like,
wants his own PayPal pool, which is what he was kind of jealous of. Maybe he wants to be sued so he could raise funds.
Ooh.
listen, you're not going to raise the funds you think you're going to raise and pocket the money because it's going to cost
Well,
you. If you're going to hire a lawyer, it's going to cost you $250 an hour.
Well, he's just watching Queen, I'm saying, and he doesn't like get it. He thinks it costs like $50 to hire a lawyer or something.
Yeah, just because you pay $2,000 to defend yourself in Georgia doesn't mean that's how civil cases work.
I think that he might be jealous a little or something, possibly.
I don't know. I wouldn't be jealous of being sued. I would be like, oh fuck.
Well, because you heard him talking, like he was like he kept saying he was getting like letters in the mail from the, he was pretending that he was getting sued. Like I feel like he would love to because then he could
like
off of it.
He was feeling left out, kinda.
Yeah, the money part of it. He was jealous.
That's so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Yeah, like why would you want to? I mean, I would be kind of glad to be left out of being sued. I mean, I don't know.
Right?
I mean,
No, I know. I'm just saying, you never know with him.
I'd be happy. I'd be like, wow, I dodged a bullet there, and then I'd just move on with my life. But apparently, people want to fucking spend tens of thousands of dollars on stupid shit. But anywho, I mean, realistically, if you read her complaint, I mean, it's like ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Grain.
Good morning, my love.
Hey, Grain.
Good morning.
You ever stop to think that, this is maybe why she doesn't have many friends? Because she throws them all under the bus and involves them in her mess?
Well, now
uses
I'm
them,
thinking that.
abuses them. And
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
Not the
mean-
friend you want to
Misery loves
have.
company.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I mean,
Can
like,
you believe?
what? Which part?
all of it?
You just start laughing.
I mean, I read all the documents. I listened to live streams. It's and
The
it's
lawyer
like,
letters are the best.
I mean, like, let's just talk.
Delusional.
Like, look at her bill in particular. She has a bunch of YouTube videos without timestamps, and what does she want the lawyer to do? Like watch 10-hour streams to find and to make her case?
Yes,
It's like
the timestamps aren't right.
yeah, it's like
Particulars. Isn't she not turning that in? I mean,
yeah, she doesn't want to turn
no.
in. I don't want to actually turn in like a document that actually tells you what I'm accusing your client of.
I just want you to take my word for it, like she does every single live
I
stream.
also-
Just take my word.
Also, I don't
Yeah.
want to produce any documents or anything, and I don't
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Too much
And I don't want
trouble.
to act. And I don't
Way
want
too
to.
much trouble. Yeah.
And also, I want my friends sued too, because I want to.
Because it's not fair. They should get
It's-
sued too. And
I want them sued too, because that's how it should be. I don't want to do my bill of particulars, even though like the other party is being dismissed, and I actually filed the paperwork to have that person dismissed. I want my friends sued, and I don't want to produce any documents or proof of what my allegations are. So I mean, and I just want $150,000.
or what about the part where she doesn't like she thinks because like people are like giving Queen Bee money, that means then I shouldn't have to pay back the courts. Then she thinks like that because
That does not work, ma'am.
No, like doesn't she get like your sister could give you money to sue somebody? I mean, it's the same exact thing. She's just like
Yes.
it's like the craziest like kind of like you could see in her mind when you hear about that. Like, wow, she thinks because there's like a donation going on with this that she shouldn't have to pay back.
How dare anyone help her? Okay, like how dare
She's not used to that. Yeah.
help? You know, because she's done burned all her bridges.
Because nobody would help her. Maybe that's she's jealous. She's, it's like brings up her fifis,
It's also hurt her because she thought that this was going to be an easy target. She was taking advantage.
I don't know why she thought that though.
She underestimated.
I also find it hilarious that she defames the Glarer, like last night, claiming that he's contacting like part of the family in a text when she has like no proof that it's him, and it's just simply just a fucking text of Mickey. And the person later on that night, another person says, "Yeah, I did it." So Dolly,
did you save that timestamp, B10?
Well, you have to go on Morbid Stream. It's 100.
Oh no. But he has
no.
such long streams.
I'm on it.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not Morbid's channel that I have a problem with. It's just going and trying to hunt down that specific thing.
And then you're going to find all other things to talk about too. So.
I know.
Yeah. You're like, it's like a whole, yeah.
Let me see. I'll find you. 1 second.
Thank
I think
you.
it was like a 100% truth or something was the guy.
Okay.
Oh, 100.
Well, like
No,
100.
Or is it keep it 100?
Keep it 100.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that was
Yep.
him.
Bam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember him coming up. It was more towards the beginning of the night than the end.
Yeah.
Of it. You know.
Did you see
I
Betty at
remember.
the watering hole?
Okay, so
at the
here
pool?
I found it.
No, where Summer Wells.
Thank you,
went
BTM.
swimming.
Oh.
Doing all the
Warrior
work for you.
spirit.
God damn it.
Beat
I know
him.
you did. I pay you with
Good
gratitude.
Job, Beecham. Good job, Beecham.
Here,
I get no
I'll
respect.
play it. Here, I'll play it.
You want
right
to
now.
play it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Rodney Dangerfield.
All right, here we go.
Even get
There
to
you
the
go.
point where she's so damn stupid to think that Glarer is me.
Yeah, please don't mistake.
Oh, so you're Mickey.
And there was no intention to do that, Glarer.
So you're Mickey.
You're
basically,
Mickey.
it's like this. I contact the admin that was dealing with that page, telling them, "Hey, you got a scammer that's making money on here." I thought she was connected to the family or something. And then this
I have no idea what that
admin
meant.
decided to send my DM, partially at it, to Betty. And I'm looking, I'm like, Betty, you didn't read the whole fucking thing. This is how stupid you are. You didn't read the whole fucking thing. You just went and said, okay,
Calm down,
is this
cowboy.
and it's Mikey and that. That's basically what happened.
Okay.
And
So-
I'm sorry, Claire, that happened.
I mean,
deeply
I'm
sorry
not.
about
I'm
that.
not.
I didn't mean to do that.
I'm not worried about it, man. Like,
I do have to say that I don't. I mean, it's kind of weird that he's putting up the image of the ass of Olivia, of Chronicles of Olivia.
Well, that was her show. That was her whole show, Beauty and the Beast.
You know, so that was
There's
me.
the beauty.
Was it?
Texas and nice.
I mean, like, okay. So, I mean, like, I seen this. Morbid purposely put this up while this guy's talking. I guess.
The thing
I
is
know
about
you want
Betty
it.
is she has no credibility at all, and
Oh, I know.
she has absolutely no credibility at all. So nobody believes her. Nobody that matters believes her.
All I can tell you is you're not doing it. All the other YouTubers that are probably watching this, they all know that you're all calling in false tips. They wish y'all to stop doing this shit.
Yeah, so
That's
what are you
exactly what
doing?
was told
And not
me
that you're
by
putting
the
in false
operator on the
tips,
phone.
but
No, but
No,
I mean,
they're literally calling in on false tips.
I know, but you're kind of tying up the line too. Come on, man. Don't do that anymore. I
Yeah,
understand you had good
Like, I'm not going
intentions.
to do that. I was just going to just like, okay, here it is, here it is, here it is. I know she's bullshitting. I know she ain't really searching. And even if she was searching, that's not the way you do searching.
Do you think the
Right.
TBI gives a shit about Bulldog Betty
No,
and you're
to be
calling
honest,
them
no,
to bother
no,
them about
especially
this?
about her, no.
but also, man, you gotta realize, like, she's not even searching in the right area. So
Oh,
the
I
TBIs,
know that. I
they're
know what she's
probably
doing.
probably thinking, right on, let her fucking search to her heart's content, like somewhere else. That's great.
I just have to say what I said. At least you hear it instead of me texting it so much. So let people know that Keep It Real is Mickey Cunningham.
So that
Get
was you.
fucking real.
Are you saying that was you? Because
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
been me the whole time in the chat.
I don't even know what the troll was about. I mean, and I don't even want to get into it. I don't
Oh, there's
understand.
nothing on there. There was no trolling about it. She just got anally manic pissed off that I called her out. And now that she put it on there, I'm like, you made it much better. So instead of me calling you out by a one-on-one that I had with somebody, now more people know how much of a scammer you are.
So it wasn't the Glare. Dolly and BHB, you owe the Glare an apology. You accused him of
Yes.
something he did not do. You defamed his name. You know, something that you're accusing other parties in this, another party in this on the internet of doing, and you owe them an apology.
Did he say anally manic?
I don't know.
With
I did
Olivia's
not.
picture there.
Who said that?
The one up there saying he's not the Glare, that he did it. Mickey, what? Who?
What
I don't know who
you
this guy
keep
is.
it 100?
Because she's being anally manic about it.
He did
That's
do
what
a
I
video
heard.
B&B. That's what I'm gonna go clip these together because I mean that's
Dolly,
not cool.
Yeah, Dolly made a 45-minute live stream accusing the Glare of doing this with just basically going with the word of BHB, which I know she tells the truth about everything, guys. And hopefully you realize that's sarcasm. And I think Joneson's is gone. I don't know what the hell happened to Joneson. She dropped
Oh my
out.
God, Ellie, look at that butt. Sing the song.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, she is fit. I'm going to give her
She
that.
is.
I mean, she's definitely fit.
I long for a butt like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my comments to myself, and I'm just going to move on. You can make your comments, but yes.
Because you don't.
She's a very attractive young lady.
She's an attractive young lady, but I am not getting into the comments about Olivia's body.
course.
But you're not getting into the comments.
Oh, the Spanky and Skanky show is here. I like the way those legs go up and make an ass out of themselves. I'm just reading his comment.
It is
And gay.
Split up and gay. I love him. He's funny.
Oh man.
Spanky and Skanky show. Oh,
Why
Yeah.
the name change?
Julie,
Again.
Julie said for clarification, Keep It 100 did not say he was the Glare. It was Betty and Dolly who accused him.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But they
Yeah.
basically accused Mickey of being the Glare. Basically, that's the idea. And they put the in effect. Let me
Yeah,
see. What's-
and that was his whole point in going up there and explaining that is because he felt bad. He felt like the Glarer was getting heat for something he did, which was true, but that wasn't his intentions. Like, it's not like this dude did this and thought, oh, Bullhorn's gonna think it's the Glarer. That, I mean, couldn't foresee
Yeah.
that, you know.
He
No,
did
'cause
drop
you
the
never
link
know
for
what she's gonna
Willow
think.
though, and this guy just jumped up. It was supposed to be for Willow. He wanted to hear Willow sing. Just a little side note.
Did Willow ever go up?
I don't know. Did he, guys? I didn't. I kind of fell asleep.
I fell
think, after.
asleep.
I missed the whole damn thing.
But Willow was supposed to go up, and I think I don't know. He said he was on his way home, but you never know, you know. But that's why
Everybody's
this guy
like,
jumped
where's
up.
Willow? And it's like, I see him around all the time. Y'all ain't going to the right places if you're missing Willow.
Yeah, I've been seeing him here and there.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. He's got a, I don't know. Maybe I should just not.
Let me just stop sharing the image.
He said he was
because-
coming back, Willow. He said, like, he went into Queen Bee's chat, I think, last night, and somebody said, oh, I don't know. He's like, I'm back. He was back in Queen Bee's. No, in Heels. He said, I'll be back soon. That's where he said it. You know?
Oh, and Heels, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
And then
much
he was in Queen Bee's chat last night, I think, because I heard, or I was listening to this morning, and I heard him say, yeah.
He says, why the hell would she think it was the Glarer? Well, I mean, I don't know if we could play our video. I don't know what your situation is with that, Jones. If you want to play DHB's video, or you want to, what you want to do.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm just asking you. I mean, it's your channel. I can't tell you what to do.
I don't care.
Tim is
She's
so
like, I'm
scared
down.
of anybody getting sued about anything or
I
whatever.
can't share anything, so that's up to you, BT.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, her 3-minute video is basically like, it's a 3-minute video, and this is the video that sparked that whole situation of accusing.
She's got
Mickey.
roid rage.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Maybe.
That's an opinion of Joneson and not an actual statement of fact, or a joke. So that is not a statement. That is not a statement of fact. I'm just saying that much.
She looks happy this morning, right?
This was last night that she was doing this. Was last night.
Oh,
She
it
did
was
a
last night.
3-minute.
Okay.
Yeah, so a
I
3-minute
thought it was the
video.
morning.
And it says, at the Glare, what you did to Layla Santinello's family is disgusting. I know I probably mispronounced it. Hopefully I'm saying
No,
it
it's okay.
correctly.
That
Or I'm going to
sounds
get
right.
headstones and links in here saying, well, you're saying the wrong name.
Santinellos.
Guys, I want to
Santinello.
tell you something that I find very, very despicable about people here on YouTube. People that have not helped a family with one dime of cost in aiding and searching for their daughter, has not come out and searched woods for hours, ran down leads, provided the family information that we are not even going to disclose to our audience.
Bitch, stop.
We have done this for this family out of the love and the kindness and the generosity of our channel. And I want to show you the.
I can agree with that. She done it with generosity from her channel.
Not of my heart. I thought it was going to be from. My channel.
Definitely those they're very generous. Definitely generous.
Abuse of some people on YouTube. And the mother of this missing child she can't take anymore. And these animals on YouTube, do you think she gives a damn about my past? You don't not.
I always find it interesting. I'm sorry to pause a lot. That she always refers to people like us as animals, and I saw her position on
about animals being euthanized. Yeah,
and puppy milk. It
We're making
makes
the
me worried.
connection.
Yeah, it makes me worried.
Savages.
And yes, Betty, we do think that these families deserve to know who exactly they are dealing with. So yes, to your answer.
I'm more in the
Yes.
lines of if the lady's running around putting posters up, and if it is to the a number to the police department, and she's just running around roads, let her do that.
No
As long as-
problem.
it's like idle hands is the devil's playground. Maybe if she's get busy running around and doing things like that, she won't be doing.
But does
some
she
crazy stuff.
pass those background checks? That's the big question. Does she or does she not? Does she do it
I
rogue
don't
on her own
know.
because she wouldn't pass
I don't know
them?
about that. I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
I've already talked to her about that.
Putting it out
I don't
there
know.
into the atmosphere. I'm not asking you directly. I'm not asking
Okay.
anybody. I'm just questioning.
Curious.
You know? Period.
Ellie is questioning into the void. Do not sue Ellie.
Yes. Do not sue me. I'm just questioning the voice. That's all.
And I'm the only person here helping. I'm the only person
What about
from
Olivia?
YouTube that provided any flyers to this family. I'm the person with the help of Olivia coming out here and expending hours and hours and hours of my time for this family. And I want you to read all of this. And then I want you to see who is behind every bit of it. This was horrible for you to do to a family, Glarer. Horrible. On a troll account. How dare you? That is despicable. It's disgusting. Do you not think this family suffered enough? And do you think they give a shit about your YouTube bullshit and how much you hate me? They
Is
do
that a
not.
wife beater?
Let's get that clear right away.
Yes, it is.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to tell the rest of the animals on YouTube that like to reach out and hurt families, stop. Stop. You're hurting a mother. You are hurting a mother that is most likely lost her daughter. How dare you?
Now.
Okay. Go.
I
Now
agree.
watch. Wait. Now listen. This is the text that she's claiming. This is Mickey, and it says, "Wait until Jonathan Lee Richards gets involved. You really have no idea how these scammers work and all." Then I don't know who this person is. Well, these flyers that she paid for, I guess she didn't do that either. And then the other person is, why pay for it when you can easily share it out free online too? Now the person says, you really don't know how missing person works, do you? Cause you have a flyers and that ain't cheap. And then the other person says, now I got some work proved my point to you too. I sure do know how it works, and if you really need advocates, I got bunch gift to you, not YouTubers. I.e. Q missing Monica Kaysen.
God,
And-
is everybody illiterate as fuck or what? I'm sorry.
Can we go back to the last thing she said though? That's
okay. So
the
in the
hypocrisy
text,
right there is unbelievable.
Yeah, and he says,
you are
no.
hurting a mother of a missing, probably deceased child. Isn't that what you do every freaking day?
The
Betty,
opinions of the
to
panel do not
Candace
reflect.
Wells?
Yeah, the opinions of the panel does not reflect the actual channel owner. And does not, the opinions are only held by the panel guests. Please don't
But
sue
more
us.
importantly, B Tim. Please don't sue B
For-
Tim. Most
for
importantly.
anybody confused, the text in the black are from Mickey, who is the one that was on Morbid's panel. His name on there is Keep It 100. He is the one who messaged this family member of Layla. Now, he shouldn't have done that either.
Wait. He states that it was a group. His explanation, I mean, maybe we'll replay that part so it's fresh in people's minds. 1 second. Then he'll explain it. Let me see. He said something about how it was cut up and it was like a group. Let me see. All right, let me just go back a little bit, one moment. All right, so just copy and paste.
Because if that's the case, if that is him reaching out to the family, I don't agree with that either.
Let me see. So let me just see.
Glarer, can you?
Okay, so let me just go back a little bit to that one.
You're good.
I'm just trying to get.
Hey, lunch lady.
Hear it instead of me texting it so much.
I just can't take my eyes off of the screen.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of men in the
They're
audience
not doing it. All the other YouTubers that are probably watching this, they all know that you're doing.
I gotta rewind a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. Don't call.
All right.
All right, let me go back a little bit more. I think it's a little more. Let me see. Okay, maybe this is it.
JW will really good about nifty. I'm up to the backstage. Keep it. Look, I don't know if it's you.
And when
Keep it.
don't call.
All right.
I like guy about this being in that camp. So I called the TBI about this.
Why do you bother
And when
TBI?
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
it.
don't
Nah,
call.
all right.
I
I like you,
didn't
but
want
why'd you
to.
do that?
Don't do that.
Because I wanted them to know that she was back in town doing the same stupid shit that she
Yeah,
does.
but you're
in summer.
bothering
Oh,
TBI.
they
Why are you
know.
doing that? I know you have good intentions, but don't do that.
I'm
Come
not
on.
doing it anymore. I didn't even
That's-
think it would even get to the point where she's so damn stupid to think that Glarer is me.
Yeah, please
Oh,
don't mistake
Oh,
us.
so you're
And
Mickey.
there was no intention to do that, Glarer.
So
So
you're
you're-
Mickey.
You're
Basically,
Mickey.
it's like this. I contact the admin that was dealing with that page, telling them, "Hey, you got a scammer that's making money on here. I thought she was connected to the family or something." And
Oh,
The admin.
an
So-
admin of the Layla page.
Yes.
Okay, so not Layla's mother,
Yes.
which is what Betty claimed.
That's very
Yes.
different. An
Mm.
admin versus a mother is like you can't compare the two. Who
Hugely
cares about
different.
an admin?
Now it's wrong
family-
that it's wrong that
the
he called it
admin
out.
is in the family. You know,
Yeah.
that's all.
Well, he said the admin is connected to the family. Like that's what he's doing.
Well, that's what yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what he said. We'll play it again.
I contact the admin that was dealing with that page, telling them, "Hey, you got a scammer that's making money on here. I thought she was connected to the family or something."
Okay.
And then
I
this
have no idea what that
admin
meant.
decided to send my DM, partially at it, to Betty. And I'm looking, I'm like, "Betty, you didn't read the whole fucking thing. This is how stupid you are. You didn't read the whole fucking thing. You just went and said, okay,
Calm
Claire
down,
is this
cowboy.
and it's Mikey and that." That's basically what happened.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Well, I totally still disagree with him even contacting the admins of that family because to me it didn't seem like Betty was out there harassing anybody, in my opinion.
She didn't seem like she was. Yeah.
So
And I can't take more. But next one, please don't put Olivia's butt. on
you
the
like it, B Tim. Shut
yeah,
up.
you do like it, BT. You keep
I
bringing
I
mean-
mean,
it
I
up.
can even admire it. I mean,
I just don't want to be inappropriate, but it's
Look at that ass, boy.
it's a little
never look like
distracting.
that. A pair of shorts ain't never fit me like that. Never.
No, hell no. I wish. Look at that. Big old
Yeah.
peach. It's okay, B Tim.
I got
Yeah,
a
I'm just
frog
not
ass.
being
I'm just
inappropriate.
saying.
Yeah, I wish you just did not do that. But,
Like could you like put like a something over it so you don't
I don't know if I don't have the ability to do that. So,
Oh damn it.
you know
Okay.
that
What
important
about like
click
an actual piece of paper? Could you tape it onto your monitor over it?
A sticky note, you know. Well,
Yeah.
you know, a full size notepad.
I'll suffer through this. I'll suffer through
Pushing
this.
this. Oh, okay. The truth comes out. He'll suffer through.
I'll
this.
suffer through this stuff.
All
Don't
right,
worry. I'll do. I do.
If
I
it lasts
suffer.
more than 4 hours, contact
Ouch.
suffer.
It's fucking
what I
hilarious.
do, what I do for the audience, you have no idea.
You have no idea. Look at the struggle y'all are putting B Tim through.
Horrible.
True texting asking me if I'm a nut. What does a nut mean? How am I acting like a nut?
You're chock
A
full of
nut?
nuts.
Am I acting
But
nutty?
anyway.
I mean, I thought I was the nut, but hey, okay.
I think you just confused our two voices there. Maybe.
Yes, True Tex and I will take one for the team. I suffer for you guys. I suffer. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I care.
If it
y'all.
was Olivia or Bullhorn, we know your choice. We know between JLR and Dolly who he would choose JLR.
I would say yes, that's true. I would pick JLR over Dolly if I had to.
I would
sit
too.
next to him. I mean, like, let's be real. I mean,
At
like,
least he looks
I don't
clean.
know.
He looks
But
clean. I won't
yeah,
get
but I think he would
fleas.
kill me. I feel like he would kill me.
No.
Oh my
No.
It scares me. Like Dolly doesn't scare me.
Also,
but, like,
I mean, I
don't
gotta
wanna
respect.
be naked with JLR. No way.
I gotta respect the hustle. Like, he's a go-getter, JLR. He runs all
He
the time.
is.
You know what I mean? You gotta respect a guy like that. Not respect, but you know,
moves too
respect
fast.
the grind set.
Yeah.
The Sigma,
Energizer
the Sigma
bunny.
grind-
Yeah.
the Sigma grind set.
Oh my
Should do
God.
a meme of him with bunny ears and a drum, boom, boom, going everywhere.
Oh, okay. So
Energizer
Sharon
bunny.
said, okay. So is keep it 100 with Jim Terry? I forgot. I don't even know. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
There's all
let's
these
not
weird
go in that
connections.
hole.
Yeah.
I would not.
These are nice funny noises.
Oh shit, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, morbid. Yeah, that's not good to be associated with that. I would not want to be associated with that. No, no. All right, at least JLR's house looks neat. Yeah, JLR looks neat.
Yeah, I'll give him
You know,
that. But
he's fit. He's got teeth.
he might have like
He's
a
got teeth.
basement like dungeon though. That's very clean too.
Listen, I think that's a
Hey,
vid.
babe.
What's up?
Cinder block
Allegedly.
room.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Hey, baby, how are you?
Oh, hey,
Hi.
Queen.
Hey, what's up?
Happy
Good
Saturday,
morning.
y'all.
Happy Saturday.
So, I wanted to fill you guys in real quick. So, you guys remember the that troll Audacity that was like
Yeah.
yeah, he did he Blunt B, he streamed his stuff and then he streamed mine and I struck him.
Okay, I did not know that.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
That's the same guy, Mike. Keep It 100 is the same guy. He's got a bunch of different.
Oh.
That's him. I was telling you guys in the chat.
Oh.
The Jim Terry simp. And he's been around for a really long time. He trolled the Delphi case for a really long time.
Oh, fuck.
And Nick called him out the other day when he was on the panel with us. And I was like, nah, that ain't Mike. Oh, it was Mike. And he can troll the fuck out of people. And he will.
Wait, is there more than one Audacity?
Yeah. Is there one more than Audacity? Because there's an
Wait,
Audacity
what?
in your chat. Is there more than one Audacity? I always see an Audacity
I
like
think there's only
around.
one Audacity in our chat.
Like I see him in.
But it's not
numbers,
him.
too.
Or
No.
it is him.
Oh, it is.
No, his name, no. His name was
Okay, oh,
allegedly,
okay.
not Audacity. It's allegedly.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He allegedly, or whatever his name, it was something like that. And he acted like he was
Sounds
real
familiar.
slow. Remember, he acted like he was like super slow. And Nick's like, that's him. And I was like, no, it ain't. And he's like, yeah, it is. And it really was. Nick was right.
Oh, okay. I mean, did you see the text?
Okay, so listen. He trolled the Delphi case, and then when Dylan Rounds came around, he started trolling with Jim Terry, like he was over there all the time. His name is Mike. He goes under Keep It 100. He goes under allegedly with allegedly or whatever the fuck that is. He trolled Michelle. You know, the Michelle Goes Live or whatever, that weird lady Michelle.
Oh, but wait. Audacity's in the chat. She says, not me, Audacity. I'm the female noodle.
No, there's no
Yeah,
Audacity.
no.
Can you guys pay? Like, let's follow along here. There's no Audacity. It's allegedly was his name.
Okay, cool.
Not Audacity.
Good. I'm just making that clear.
That was
Yeah, I was trying to make
yeah.
that clear as well. So yeah,
Got it.
so his name is Mike, and he has a bunch of troll accounts. Allegedly is one of them. His name's allegedly whatever the fuck, allegedly alleged or some shit. I'll have to go look it up. But he's the one that streamed me and streamed Blunt B. He came on acting like he was some fucking slow guy. Remember? Do you guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's the same guy. He trolled the Delphi case. He trolled Dylan Rounds' case. He went and trolled Michelle Goes Live. He's trolled for Jim Terry. He's trolling in this shit to fuck with Betty.
Yeah, but I think he contacted the admin. That's the
He
page
probably
name.
did. I mean, like I said, he just that's
He
what
didn't contact the mother and that's not the glare basically. So
no.
So yeah, fucking.
I just didn't know if you guys remembered him trolling. He trolled us for a little while with that. He streamed Blunt B for like 3 or 4 hours or something.
I don't remember. You know how this
Streamed
is.
mine. Well, as I say, I think you were probably asleep, but Nick called him out. And he called him out on Blunt B's stream. And then he called him out on mine. And I was like, nah, that ain't him. He's like, yeah, it is. And I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think he's that. I don't think so. No, he was actually trolling like he was somebody slow on our chat. Like he stayed up there for like an hour and a half or something.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Okay, forgive my question, and it's just a question. Is this the one who came up and sat a while and then went right over to Dolly?
No,
Yep.
that's that.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that's that same one. No, that's that guy that was
Yeah,
at Chris,
he was
one of the
he
Chris
was slow. He
Hansen
went over
stream.
there. Yeah, he
Oh,
went
did.
over there, was like talking.
Oh, that
yeah,
guy.
it's allegedly or whatever his name was. Let me go find
I
it. I'm gonna
remember
post. Hold on.
him. I
Let me
remember
go.
that guy.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go get some screen records of him because there's one of him where it shows his face, and he actually shows his
Yeah.
face on Morbid's stream too. When he goes
Oh.
up there, he shows his face on Morbid's, and it's the same guy. It's Mike.
Oh, okay. Not the Magic Mike from the movie.
He was in his
Bad
garage.
Mike.
Not the Magic Mike from last night.
Seems like he's like
start.
streaming from like above, like you could kind of see like a weird angle on him always.
Yeah, he's a
Right?
bigger guy. He's got dark hair. It's like a crew cut, like shaved buzz cut.
Oh shit.
I've
It's
seen him
getting
on
deeper.
Dolly a bunch. Yeah, what is
So wait a minute. So the troll that hangs out with Dolly is trolling BHB and pretending to be friends with Morbid and Glare.
I think it was just a big,
Holy fuck.
Ruse? I don't know.
I don't know, like just trolling. So he just wanted to troll Dolly, or what? Or is he friends with Dolly? I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused. Yeah, it's
I
a
think
problem.
I'm thinking of
Well,
someone.
I was gonna say, don't be confused. He's just a troll. That's what he does. He trolls
Mhm.
different cases. He trolled
Everyone.
a Delphi case for fucking 5 years. I mean, he was fucking like going real life on people and stuff. Like he was doing some really not nice things at all. You know what I mean? Like he was going taking things way too far. And I mean, it's
Okay. Yeah. Wow. It's interesting.
I'm gonna see if I can find a video. Hold on. I'm gonna go find a video of his face. Hold on.
Okay. I don't think we need to keep this image up anymore. All right. Let's just close that down. All right. Obviously. Oh, geez Louise. Trolls have intentions don't understand, but if they are doing truthful work, that's different. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. But
Either
it
way,
sounds
she's still lying on him.
Yeah, she's still lying on him. Like he had contacted an admin, which makes a lot more sense, like a page. My guess is maybe he contacted like a Facebook page. Also, she acts like, you know what, we can't talk about it actually, which is not.
Yeah, that's the point, though. She's still fucking lying on him, and she shouldn't be, and that's bullshit. Like, how are you gonna? I mean, I don't like the Glare. You know how I feel about him, but that's bullshit for her to fucking throw his name into it and throw him under the fucking bus. Period.
Yeah,
because it's not him, and it's proven to be not him. But anyhow, I'll hop down. When I find his face, I'll shoot you an inbox, baby.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Okay, babe. Okay, babe.
Okay, she's gone.
Sorry, I was dealing with Walmart order. Fuck, man, they pissed me off.
Oh my gosh. Fuck them. What are they doing?
I ordered garlic toast, like a loaf of garlic toast bread, and they send garlic knots.
Oh God.
I mean, I would say like the issue lies in the fact that I think Betty owes the Glare an apology. And Dolly owes the Glare.
Dolly
an apology.
does too. Yeah, they fucking
They don't
accuse
do
this
that.
dude.
Apologize and shit, do they?
They should,
Not really.
because you just accused
Well.
this man of openly trying to contact a parent.
Yeah.
And that's not right. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's not right. You shouldn't do that, and you should apologize to them. Make it and delete your video. Well, she can't delete her video. She would have to private it. She can't delete anything on her channel, but she can private her video and make another video apologizing. And but it doesn't look good for your case if you're doing that. I'm just saying.
She can't help herself. She just cannot help herself.
Hey, Darnell, you're up here.
How you doing, ma'am?
Good. How you?
I'm hanging in there, enjoying this
Good.
nice cool breeze.
I know, right?
I don't know what you got to add, Darnell. Which
Well, to be honest with you, I just kind of joined the show. Can you kind of bring me up to speed on what the topic is?
Well, we're talking about geopolitical politics, particularly about Biden and his presidency for 2024, and also we're planning to talk about global warming as well.
Okay,
And we're searching for
I'm joking. That was a joke. That was a joke.
And noodles.
I thought you were serious. Now
No, I was not serious.
He's like, fuck, what did I just walk myself into?
Do you know the story of Nelson the Noodle?
Nelson the Noodle.
No.
Or Bullhorn
I
Betty?
just put them up as an overlay for a minute because I wasn't sure.
No, I don't know the story of Nelson the Noodle. Sorry.
Okay. Do you prefer garlic knots or garlic toast?
Garlic what now?
Knots or garlic toast?
Well, I mean, I put garlic in my food, you know, but
Garlic's good for you.
I meant it.
The bread, like those like kind of like like crustiny, like knotty rolls, and then there's like toast, like it's more like bread that's like made like Italian bread made into
Well,
garlic bread.
I
We're
was
taking
trying to
a-
make. Listen, I'm trying to make patty melts tonight, so I ordered the Texas toast loaf of bread.
for the patty melt.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they
it sounds good.
give me garlic knots.
Oh, so now that
What are you gonna do with that? You gotta make
You can't
sliders
make
now.
The hell am I supposed to do with garlic knot?
Oh, so
Sliders.
what we're talking
Walmart
about
messed up.
particularly is a person named Bullhorn Betty that has accused another content creator known as the Glarer of contacting the like the mother of a missing person, I believe. I'm not 100% certain of the case. And basically, it turns out that she and another content creator known as Dolly were wrong, and they falsely accused this individual. And in actuality, it was another individual, a YouTuber by the name of Keep It 100, that actually admitted that they were the ones. And actually, even the allegations that Bullhorn Betty has made is being refuted because that man says he did not contact the mother, but actually an admin to some sort of page. I don't know if it's a Facebook page or a YouTube page, but some sort of page. And basically, this is kind of par and parcel to a lot of behavior, I would say, of Dolly and or Betty when they basically come out with that type of stuff. And also, we talked about earlier. We were talking about a lawsuit that she's commencing, which a lot of people have an opinion that the lawsuit is frivolous, but that's an opinion by multiple people, and that will be decided by a judge in the future. But that's pretty much what we were talking about.
Any questions?
And if you don't know who Bullhorn Betty is, she is a woman that goes out and basically looks for. She says she looks for missing people, and she protests over at houses of basically of alleged people who are alleged to have committed crimes, and just sits there and yells with her bullhorn and causes disruptions in neighborhoods of people for a while. And she also reports on cases where there's a lot of YouTube channels that state that she is inaccurate in her telling of that story. And also Dolly is also accused of similar accusations as well. And but Dolly seems to has friendly relationships with BHB, Bullhorn Betty, and seems to be doing a lot of videos to support her positions.
You need to work on your synopsis.
I know it's
that
tough.
Could be dangerous.
What?
Very
that
dangerous.
could be dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
showing
how
up
much?
at people's homes and
Mm-hmm.
accusing them of crimes. I mean, well, first of all, I wouldn't do it even if I know 100% it was true. I wouldn't do that. But
right?
But even if let's just pretend that like she is wrong or she has something wrong. Like, I mean, you got to be 100% sure.
Well, she believes she's 100% sure on everything.
Well, I mean, what you believe and what is fact are sometimes can be two different things.
Well, that's what for a court's going to decide that too. Apparently, for her as well. So,
but you have to remember, in the American justice system, you are innocent until proven guilty.
Well,
now Betty's motto is that you are guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
Well, then her motto is against U.S. law.
Right.
Well, she's a former
but she's
paralegal.
all American.
She's a former paralegal that worked with a federal judge, so she knows better than us.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, it says it in the Constitution. You are innocent until proven guilty.
She don't care about that.
Yeah.
No. She makes her own rules for everything.
Yeah, she knows everything. She's the smartest person on the internet. Didn't you know that? I heard that she's going to win the Nobel Peace Prize. I've heard rumors have it for being the smartest person on the internet. Did you know that?
Well, I mean, I'm not familiar with her, but you know, like I said, the only thing I would just say is just be careful. You know.
Yeah.
Like I mean, even if somebody was guilty, you don't show up at their house. I mean, you don't know what that person's going to do.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. She also threatened that if anyone goes to her house, that she has a concealed carry permit, and that in Florida she doesn't have to give a warning if she feels her life is in danger to shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I live in Arizona. Like you don't even need a concealed carry.
But she doesn't want people to stand in front of her house. That's the point. She doesn't want that to happen. But she'll stand in front of like two other. I think, what is it? 3 people's houses that she stood in front of, or 2?
Yeah.
3. Yeah, it was 3.
And she's gotten 2 people
fired from their jobs.
Fired who are victims themselves because they haven't been proven guilty.
Well, no, the first one was he got the father of a missing kid, which some people believe had something to do with it. Some people don't. Either or, got him fired from his job, from construction site, like construction job. The second one is that she went into a furniture store, filmed a woman, got her angry enough that the woman eventually used profanities, and eventually put that on the internet. And they like, actually the other person put it on the internet, and they basically people called up, and eventually that woman got fired as well from her job at a furniture store.
That kind of sounds like harassment to me.
Yeah.
Yes, and she also put videos stating that she was going to follow where that woman was going, and was accusing that woman of being racist against white people.
And she also. Sorry.
So she said that. She also said that that woman. She accused that woman of being racist against white people, and her multiple videos.
Well, I mean, there are some. I mean, believe it or not, you know, there are some black people that are racist towards white people.
True, but it wasn't the case for that one. It was basically the woman goes in there, and she was dealing with one of the friends of BHP for a few hours on the phone. What happened was, particularly the story is that the other person, Molly Golightly, which used to be a YouTuber here, had furniture to be delivered to her house. She never prepared moving her old furniture away. They tried to put it in the house. It didn't. They couldn't wait any longer, so they put her furniture in the back of the truck, and they took it off the lawn, put it in the lot. So they started calling up the store for like 2-3 hours, basically annoying this woman. And eventually they both go into the place, filming it filming it, not live streaming, but filming it, and basically push her buttons until she kind of got a little bit annoyed. And then basically the other woman, Molly, put the video online, and that proceeded to get their fans started calling up and messing with that woman's job until she got fired. That's.
I mean, that's dangerous. You mess with a person's livelihood, you have no idea what they're gonna do in retaliation. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, that's the situation. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that BHP person. Particularly, we're talking about, you know, her and her accusations she lodges against people, and it seems wrong. So,
yeah.
I mean, what do you think? Do you think we're overreacting? Do you think we're being a little bit too judgmental? Are we animals, like she calls us?
You're talking about mankind being animals, or just?
No, she calls anyone that criticizes her animals.
Well, in that case, no. No, I mean, just because you criticize somebody or disagree with somebody doesn't make you an animal. You know, and it also depends on the context of the word. You know, but my belief is, as human beings, yes, we are animals at the end of the day. You know, I do believe that. but I believe that's all of us. That I don't care what your race or ethnicity, gender, whatever. We're all animals at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I
this
have
person
another,
definitely brings out the animal in most
yeah,
people.
especially in Grain, she's the animal in this
Yes.
group. What do you think of the fact, like, what do you know about, what do you think about puppy mills? Do you think they're good, bad? What do you think? Because it has to relate to BHP, that person.
About what now?
Puppy mills.
Puppy mill. What is a puppy mill?
Basically, it's when a group, like a person, kind of like overbreeds a bunch of dogs to the point where it becomes like a mill, and they get very, like, sometimes there's like a lot of incest that occurs with the dogs, and they get sick, and like it's just really not a good situation. They just like overbreed these dogs for profit motive.
So it's like a giant
Okay. Yeah. Now I
cage
get it.
with
Puppy mill.
puppies
Yeah.
and dogs, and it's just like a huge like dog orgy, and they have all these babies, and then they sell these babies for profit,
And they're
and they're
usually get a
usually
lot of,
sick
yeah.
and have problems, and
Would you
it's sad.
would you go in front of a council meeting and defend puppy mills?
Me personally, no.
Well, she did.
And you know what she said to defend them? I'm
What's
for
that?
it. This is America. Anything for $1.
That
She
sounds
supports
horrible.
anything that makes $1.
I like you said, that sounds horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, that does sound horrible. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Full disclosure, I have a cousin who, he breeds those. I think they're called Frenchie bulldogs or something like that.
Oh, we love those. Yeah.
Yeah, he breeds them and sells them. So,
But it's not like a mill. It's usually like, you know.
Yeah. Private breeders, it's different, you know.
Yeah, I have no idea how his operation
Puppy mills
works.
are pretty.
So
like,
this is what puppy mills do. They start out with 2 dogs. Those 2 dogs have babies. They sell
Yeah.
some of them, but then they keep some of the babies to breed with their daddy or their mommy. And then they have babies, and they keep
It's
some of
awful.
those, and it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going.
Yeah, but an inbred dog is usually, or anything that's inbred usually is strictly
Yes.
to sell, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but the point is that they do it because it's a profit motive
Yeah,
behind it.
and then-
Because you don't have to. Because if you're like actually breeding like 2 separate dogs, it costs more money,
Yeah.
obviously, and stuff like that. So if you're just, if your whole game is to sell puppies, because you only care about people looking at these cute animals, and you don't really care about them living for like 15 years or 10 years or whatever, the
dark
dogs.
side of breeding in general, any kind of breeding for too much, you know, because then it causes like problems like, you know, golden retrievers get hip problems from too much breed, you know, because that's over the years, all the
Dysplasia.
breeding. Dysplasia,
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I got it now. I got it
yeah,
now.
it's not like a like when, like, you know, you have like, let's say someone says, oh, you have a good male dog and this one I have a good female dog, we're going to breed them both, and well, you know, that's the type of deal, and they don't, and they just either give the puppies away or just keep some of them, and that's pretty much it. It's weird. That's what a puppy mill does. But let me see, show him the video of BHP. Of which one, Julia? Let me see. Let me see.
I mean, puppy mills are equivalent to that, like ASPCA commercials and stuff that comes on TV that you turn the channel because you don't want to see it. Yeah.
Those are sometimes abused dogs that are like in from the street.
I mean, unfortunately, we would have to show Heels in the air video if we wanted to do that, because she's the only one that's got it. So if Jones's okay with that, it's up to her. She's not okay with that.
But I do know, as far as like animal husbandry, like so we kind of do, or at least before, we used to do the same thing with cows and pigs, chickens, you know, where, I mean, they couldn't even move.
Yeah.
You know, they couldn't even move. I mean, these things were getting unhealthy. You know, couldn't move, die of disease, and then if they had disease, if there's an outbreak, you slaughter them.
Yeah, so she basically has very, you know, very weird weird opinions. Let's just say very weird opinions. And Jones is gone. Jones has disappeared. And now it's the Grain show. Let me see. Puppy mills make me sad. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so that's what we were talking about, and we were just chilling and just talking about that. So what brings you here? What particularly? You just saw a live stream going on. You were like, what the hell? Why not?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. You nailed it.
Oh, she also said that some children, okay, should be euthanized like animals.
Yeah, some bad seeds.
Did she actually say that?
Yeah, we have the record. I have to pull up the record. Let me see. I gotta find it. Let me see.
Yeah, we all heard it here with our ears for sure.
But some children are just born bad, you know.
I'm not
Some
hiding,
animals.
Denise. I'm here.
Again, I'm ignorant on this person. I have no idea.
Jones, do you have to go or something? You said
I do. I have
All
to
right.
run to the store, but BTM, if you've got links you want to drop in the back, we can drop them so that he can look at them if you want to.
Sure. One moment.
Or shit, you could probably just type in Bullhorn Betty and see what comes up because there's a lot. Yeah, I gotta go get some damn hamburger buns for my patty melts, guys.
Because the fucking garlic
and
bread.
French
that
fries.
changed
They didn't give me my French
Ooh,
fries either.
Damn them.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you've been going. I'm gonna skedaddle. I'll see you around.
Thanks for coming up,
Skedaddling.
BTM.
No problem. Bye.
Thanks for having us, Jonesy.
Of
Good luck at
course.
the
Thank y'all for
store.
being here. Thank you, Darnell, for coming by. It's nice to meet
Yes,
you.
ma'am. You too. It's been a pleasure. Real distracted by this nice, cool breeze. Like it's been 115 like every day, and today it's nice and cool.
Oh,
That's
I know.
good.
It's been really hot here. And this morning it felt pretty good. So I was enjoying it.
Me too. I'm on my third day, no air conditioning. It's so nice.
Oh, mine is on the Fritz grain. Mine keeps going on and off, and like the fan won't cut on by itself. So when we cut it on, we have to go out there and, like
Hit
hit
it.
the side of the AC or
Compressor.
get the fan spinning.
Man.
Hold on a second. Before you go, hold on a second. Let me see. You got are you or or if you have a husband or somebody you live with, are they mechanically inclined?
Yeah.
Walk out here. I kind of shit. You might want to test a couple things on your AC before you go. I can kind of show you. I got mine open.
So let's listen, Grain.
Indeed.
I told her
We're
we need
gonna
to listen to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you said you got to smack the outside of it. The outside's not working. Okay. Here we go. All right. So if you open it up, you're gonna see capacitors. I'm gonna show you on my video here.
Okay.
You're gonna see capacitor. Yours might look a little bit different. I ain't gonna lie, my AC system's a little old.
Mine too.
Yeah. In my case, now you do have what is called a dual capacitor. So you might only have two. One capacitor is for the motor, the other is for the fan.
Okay.
You might have two capacitors. You might have one, depending on your AC.
So you think it's one of them?
It's a good chance. It's a good chance for one of them, or it could be the switch. You can test the switch. If you have a voltmeter handy, you can test the switch.
Yeah.
See this little portion right here where my finger is?
Yeah.
Right there. You have a voltmeter. You press that button in and out. And you don't get voltmeter. You don't get a change in state of voltmeter. Your switch is
Oh, okay. That's so interesting. I
And
don't know
Jones, and I don't know
anything.
where yours is, but it should be kept clear all the way around it. Like,
Yeah, it's clear all the
no
way
leaves,
around it.
no, yeah.
And yeah, because it sounds to me. And then another thing too, you're gonna have a fuse box
Yeah.
that looks like this. So you also check your fuses.
Okay.
But since it does, you said you bang on it and it turns on, your fuses should be good.
Yeah. What it does is it cuts on, and like you can hear it trying to start. You can hear the fan trying to start up, but it doesn't. So we go out there and we either hit the side of it, which sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. When that doesn't work, we stick like something in it to touch the fan to get it going, and then it starts up. It's so weird.
Then at that point, if from what it sounds like, I would probably change out your fan capacity.
Yeah. I think that's what my husband was talking about, the capacitor.
Yeah, I would change out that fan capacitor, and because it sounds like it's intermittent, and it's probably going out.
Yeah. Well, thank you for showing me that. That helps. I can tell my
Indeed.
hubby.
Yes, ma'am.
And thanks for joining and hanging out
Yeah,
with us.
we hope to see you again.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I love to come back. I love talking debate. What is this channel usually? What is the theme of this channel usually? I'm new to it.
True crime a little bit, and the drama that surrounds it. So the people that create chaos around true crime cases.
Ah, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a true crime buff myself.
Are you?
I am. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite is the Zodiac Killer.
Oh, really?
That's my favorite. I mean, not that I like people, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I just wanted to make that clear.
It's your favorite case, the one that gets your brain moving and you are interested in. We get it.
It is. I mean, granted, it's a cold case now because it happened back in the late '60s, early '70s.
Yeah.
It's just fascinating. I mean, this is a guy that just never got caught. Yeah. And he's probably never going to get caught. Yeah.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. Well, I've seen. I used to be part of the Zodiac Killer. There's this guy. He had a Zodiac Killer forum years ago.
Yeah.
And I used to be a part of that forum. And I mean, there was videos. I mean, you could see how even that guy of the forum actually handled the evidence of that case with no gloves. He's on video doing it. I'm like, man, you done ruined it. Like, y'all ain't
amazing.
Yeah. See, Glarer said Zodiac is a fascinating case. It is.
And I also lived in the Bay Area, so that's another. I used to live in Vallejo, where the Michael Mageau was attacked and Darlene Ferrin was killed. I lived in that city, so that's another reason I was fascinated by it.
Yeah. Which one?
The city is called Vallejo. The victims were Michael Mageau. He survived.
Oh.
Yeah, he survived the attack, but the woman he was with, she didn't make it. Her name was Darlene Ferrin.
Oh. I'll have to look that one up.
Oh yeah. It's very interesting, because we got to look at. Thanks to him, that was what the whole sketch, the Zodiac Killer sketch, it was based on. What Michael Mageau, the survivor, remembered.
Right.
Well, the Lake Berryessa attack, the Zodiac Killer wore a mask, or he had a hood. I should say. He had a hood on. So the other survivor, Brian Hartnell, he couldn't really identify. You know, 'cause his face was covered on that attack. But yeah, he had the original sketches based on Michael Mageau. You know, the first survivor of his attack.
Maybelline, sorry, just getting a little excited over a motorcycle.
Oh, no. All right, Hubs is home, so I'm gonna run to the store, and I'll catch y'all later. Thank y'all for being here, and thanks for everybody renewing their memberships. I love you.
Yeah, we love you too.
Bye, guys.
All right, we hope to see you
Have a good
again.
day.
Thanks for coming up.
All right, guys. That was so kind of that dude to come up. His name was Darnell. He was very friendly. I love when new people come up and they're friendly. Like they come up and they're like, hey, what's this shit show about? And then we start telling them and they're not mean. I love that. I love that. All right, guys. I know, Nessie. I was on this live and didn't even think to check that substitution. But when I was doing the check-in, because my husband was picking it up, when I was doing the check-in, that's where I seen the substitution. I was like, garlic knots? What the fuck? That's ground turkey for the dog's food. Yeah, he was really sweet. I appreciated that. He showed me the capacitors on the AC and everything. It makes more sense now. Kindness matters, absolutely. So I'm sorry to just rush off like this, but I got to go get these things, and so I can make dinner tonight. So I got to run to the Dollar General. He was perfectly. I appreciate that. I hope he comes back too, because he knows a lot about the Zodiac Killer. That was interesting. Maybe we should do a live on the Zodiac Killer, because he was full of information, wasn't he? All right, guys. I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you. I send you all the good vibes and good energy for the rest of your Saturday. Bye.